The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Welcome back, you glorious caffeine addicts, to the Dark Roast of Nerdiness, the only podcast where the fandoms get roasted darker than your overpriced cold brew. I'm your host, your barista of despair, serving up sarcasm with zero sweetener. Sorry, I'm a little out of it today, people. All right, so TwitchCon 2025 has wrapped up, and wow, what a festival of chaos. Between the panels, the cosplay, the corporate damage control, it felt less like a convention and more like a live-action ethics seminar run by people who have never seen ethics before. Apparently, Twitch decided that this year's theme was transparency, but only when we're caught. Every day was a new rumor, a new clarification, about 6 new apologies written by interns on 2 hours of sleep and a lawyer on retainer. The platform that built itself on community now feels like a gas station bathroom with really bad RGB lighting. And while the dust was setting on that mess, the influencer world was having its own meltdown. Streamers roasting each other on Twitter, Reddit threads that read like true crime podcasts, and a CEO looked like he was trying to set a world record for how fast one man can dig a PR grave. Twitch's response to everything was basically, we take this very seriously until the next scandal hits in 15 minutes. Meanwhile, over in the political streamer side of the internet, Hasan found himself trending again. Shocker. This time the debate wasn't about capitalism, it was about whether he accidentally zapped his own pooch. Internet detectives went full CSI on a clip that was 12 seconds long and 12,000 comments in the sections deep. Half the internet said he's Cruella de Vil with a ring light, and the other half said he's the messiah of misunderstood content creators. The truth, probably just another Tuesday on Twitch. And while all of that digital dumpster fire was burning, Hollywood quietly started planning its own funeral. Studios are churning out remakes of reboots of remakes. Striking writers are forming D&D campaigns in the unemployment lines. And every new blockbuster trailer feels like it's been written by ChatGPT 0.5 after it had about 3 margaritas. Every new trailer feels like deja vu wearing a different franchise logo. The lights are still on and the soul left somewhere between the second Spider-Man reboot and the first AI-written rom-com. So, where do we go from here? Well, our panel's here to discuss it. As always, you know everybody. We've got the full panel here tonight. Say hello to everybody, and let's get this show going. All right, so the first thing we're going to hop straight in here is going to be basically the news that has kind of jumped out for the last couple of days. The first one we're going to go into, we're going to talk a little bit more in our main section, but I just want to touch up so that people aren't aware of it. So Xbox upped their Game Pass sub prices and removed some games, so it's basically a pay more for less, then kills several of its titles in development, and now has, unlike the glory days, no more exclusive titles. Everybody gets to share. And we wonder why the console wars are deader than doornail. That's why I stay PC gaming. And on top of that, we spin right into the first one. Valve has decided to make changes to basically the... let me see here. Let me get that article up here. All right, so the latest CS2 patch, if people who are watching aren't aware, people pay a ton of money for these fucking skins, for knives, for gloves, for guns, or all this crap in Counter-Strike 2. They apparently lost almost $2 billion in the market cap when Valve decided to initiate its change and basically made it redo their trade-up system. That raises a lot of fucking questions. People want to talk shit about games like Star Citizen and all these other things for just what? Having, $1 billion and taking 10 years development. But now we're talking about a thing that a black market of trading skins was worth almost $6 billion. That's insane. What's up, Entity? I see that you hopped in again. Glad to see you again. We're actually going to talk about what you're mentioning there with the VTuber issue and the trash. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened at Twitch. And the crazy part is more and more stuff keeps rolling down the pipe. And a hell of a lot of allegations and stuff just popped in literally right before we started the show. So, yeah, there's a hell of a lot of shit going on. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this one? I mean, $2 billion. There are people literally saying they lost their retirement because they had it in these goddamn skins.
You and me both, Entity.
Look, the way I look at it, it's like shooter games, everything else, especially old school. You invest and you invest and you invest, and eventually they're gonna go away. So it's been one of those things where it's like watching people go through this. I've just been like, because it's the bubble bursting.
Yeah.
It's just early for them.
Well, I just can't believe that. I knew that some of them sell for a good amount of money. I knew that, of course, Counter-Strike has always had a big audience. It's kind of fallen out of the normies' eyes in the last couple of years because it's got its group, it's got its people, it's got its tourneys. And it's just been continually rolling ahead. But when I saw this, I couldn't believe that like the market analysis value of the whole thing in entirety was damn near close to $7 billion fucking dollars.
It's been around since the aughts, like prior to 2010.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that many people had that much fucking money tied into it. I'm happy that War Thunder is doing anime collab. Is War Thunder doing anime collabs? I think all these things are going to do anything they can to stay afloat. They literally, a lot of these things out there are just surviving by the skin of their teeth just to operating costs.
If it isn't a girl in Panther,
yes,
I kind of don't want it.
Well, no, you've got to also have like some semblance of Peach on in there.
No, not in War Thunder. I don't know how you're gonna pull Peach on off.
All right, so we got some other news to hop into. I'm going to share this one real quick here. So this has finally been confirmed. The final season of Stranger Things, the very last episode, is going to air simultaneously on the night it drops on Netflix in over 350 theaters in U.S. and Canada. Which rightfully so, because I think each of the final episodes are, almost like an hour and a half long.
Wow.
I think it's hilarious, though, that it's taken this long. That look how old all the fuck of them are. You got a bunch of 20-year-olds playing high schoolers again because they waited so damn long to get this shit finished.
But that's my problem. Like, I'm like, it's over with for Stranger Things. You put 2 and 3 years between release dates of the seasons, knowing that these kids are growing up. Like, that's stupid. You could have Peter Jackson the whole goddamn thing and just kept filming them because the first one was successful. It didn't matter how the other ones did. The first one was successful.
Yeah, but you got to remember, this is Netflix they're talking about. How many shows have they made that ever got a second season or made it past a second season?
That's just it. They used to do it a lot. Netflix used to.
Not recently, though.
Not recently, but they used to. Go back.
No, think about it, because the ones you're about to say were not made by Netflix. Netflix had the rights to show them.
No.
We're talking actual Netflix studio productions.
I'm talking about actual Netflix originals. Netflix original things. They had a formula about 6 years ago where they would do stuff and they had whole plans for them, and then they tanked it for no reason other than they were like, well, I think the Nielsen rating system or whatever had changed or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
you got Nielsen and Sabra, I think is Sabra is the other big one that everybody uses.
And it was prior to the strike. So
let's face it, half the shit that's fucked up right now is due to the strike. The strike didn't help anything.
I mean,
it killed a lot of projects.
It did.
So on the lighter side, because I knew the Stranger Things one is going to be kind of and I'll watch it just because I'm a completionist. If I get invested and it gives me at least 2 good seasons, I'm going to watch all the way through. I watched Walking Dead all the way through. And there were highs and lows, and there were a lot of lows, but I will always finish something. Unless it goes so off the rails, I'm like, I can't deal with this bullshit anymore.
On that subject, I finally finished Game of Thrones today. Just saying. A little late to the party, but I finished.
No, I'm about to say you could have skipped that final episode.
The final season is a whole letdown, but I want to hear it from him because he got to experience it fresh.
Let's see, what did he put here? I've never seen Stranger Things. The only thing I've seen from it is a clip of the prison. Okay, so I will tell you right now, Entity. The first 2 seasons phenomenal. 3rd season kind of, and then the 4th where he picked back up. So the problem with Stranger Things that people have is not that the show itself really, shit the bed at any point. It was waiting 2 to 3 fucking years for the next season just killed the momentum. I mean, that might have worked back in our, a few years ago, back in the cable TV days when you had something that was epic. Like, what was it? What was the big Civil War thing that they did that all the networks showed?
Gods and Generals?
No. This was the other one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
North and South.
North versus South.
Well, no, it's North and South. It wasn't a verse.
Yeah, yeah.
North and South. That thing was epic, and it took many years to produce it, and there was a long gap between. But that's because you didn't have any of those things. You didn't have all that extra stuff. People were invested. We're in a time where people want stuff faster. The whole point of getting streaming, the whole point of having all these things was that we're not having to wait an entire year, or more to get stuff, and they're epically fucking the ball on that bad. Entity wanted 8-Ball. He asked you, the Anime Gate is getting a new season. You wanted to bring that up to see if you heard that.
And the best part is I just rewatched it on Hulu. They have it on Hulu, so you can actually watch it and catch up. Sweet. I'm down with that. Animes and stuff, you can go ahead and wait if you need to, because animation, everything else has to get done, voice acting, everything else. You can go ahead and put the 2 or 3 years between coming out, because rewatching the original stuff isn't that much of a hassle.
Well, yeah, it's not also rewatching. It's the fact that you have so many other things. And I will hand the anime companies a big applause here. They are great at knowing when each others are going to be, in a sense, dropping their stuff. Like case in point, they already know that One Piece is about to hit its crescendo, so One Punch Man starts. Their release schedules overlap each other, so that way, as a fan, you're never ever, in a sense, feeling like you're waiting for that next show because you're catching up on the show you were already waiting prior for.
Right.
And if you're like me, you watch it when it releases on subtitles. And then when you recap, you watch it dubbed with the subtitles on, because you can laugh at how bad their fucking translation suck donkey did. Speaking of stuff that's going to be funny, live from the set of Spaceballs 2. And he is being very quiet on what he's doing, but apparently is a bigger part.
That's Dark.
Tim Russ.
That's Tim Russ, Mr. That's Tim Russ.
Shit.
No, I know. I was saying for a second, I was like, oh, he's definitely playing.
We ain't found shit.
Yeah.
No, he's not playing Dark Helmet. They've already teased pictures of him.
Rick Moranis and everybody coming back is playing their original characters.
Yeah.
Rick's coming out of retirement?
Yep.
I have a feeling that this is going to be a take on the elite troopers.
Yeah.
But instead, they're going to probably be the dark troopers, and all of them are going to be. I'm not saying it. I don't want to get in trouble.
As a huge Star Wars fan, and knowing the Death Troopers and things like that, it's very impressive how close a lot of those different armor pieces are to what they would use in Star Wars. So I give them props for
Well,
that.
see, I like that it has the bigger budget nowadays with the recognition on it, because if you watch the original Spaceballs, like you knew what it was.
You knew what you were watching.
Well,
Exactly.
you knew if you knew, but the normies that didn't know were like, "This is funny, but why are these other people laughing at the like? I don't get this other shit." And then the recognition hit, and everybody went and saw all the Star Wars, and then appreciated Spaceballs even more.
So
speaking of a weird one that kind of came across my thing, we're getting a Jetsons live action movie, and Jim Carrey's coming out of retirement.
No.
I wanted to see that reaction.
I'm gonna see it because I have to see it in order to talk the trash that I want to talk about it. But no, I can tell you right now, no. And the reason being is because
I'm curious in the sense, like, I want to know how bad they can fuck up the Jetsons. There's not exactly a great grand premise of it.
There's no story to tell. It's not like it's not like the Jetsons have a polarizing.
The movie had a good story. Don't be dissing the one Jetson movie we got.
And it finished it. It finished that story. Even if you were remaking that story, they're not going to remake it bar for bar.
It did not finish the story because they They did not finish the story because they didn't have a story to tell. They finished the story because Hanna-Barbera went tits up a month later. That was Hanna-Barbera's death march.
Look, bottom line is that movie was a well-framed movie that had a beginning, middle, and end. So unless they're going to remake the Jetsons movie bar for bar, which I know they're not, what you're going to get is you're going to get a imagined retelling. You're going to get wow. Well, I can't believe it's coming out of me. You're going to get your wokeness facts thrown into the future and all sorts of other stuff.
No, I was about to bring that up, Entity. We will not mention that movie. The sadness is the look of that movie was gorgeous, the Flintstone movie. But the script was dog shit. Like, everything else was as best as they could have done at the time they did it. So those are basically our quick little excerpts of the news. I do want to give a shout out. We do have a few new people that subscribe. So shout out to Papa Bear 1245. Shout out to Silent Jammer 25, Worm Hunter 89Y2, and RR Stone. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the comment. Got our Discord in the description. Feel free to join. We'd love to hear from you and build a community of people. If you want to tell us we suck, tell us we suck. We really don't care. We like the interaction.
And if we get 50 subscribers, Shark's going to shave.
No, we are never promising any of that crap. No. I give no promises.
If we get 50
you can shave the beard from my face when I'm cold and dead.
So we do have a few comments I did want to get in here because there were some of them I found a little funny. So on our short for SOC Punk, Matt Knopf wrote, "So why is Harrison Ford in the picture? Just why?" It's called Opus Clip. Didn't know that we changed the clip, and I never caught it because it only did for 2 seconds. But good catch, thank you. I will pay more attention to that again. Snipes 530 on our Crow Tragic Masterpiece wrote he could not agree more. Thank you so much for that. Here's a funny one. So Karina Berna commented on us calling The Room one of the worst movies ever made. And they brought up they went, yeah, horse shit. The worst movie is 29 Palms. The Room is at least something. I actually respond because I've never seen 29 Palms. That is a movie that flew completely out of my radar.
I wish that I had been there for this one, mainly because I'm a cinephile, so I've seen way too much shit. But no, the worst movie ever made was Blood Rain. Period. And then they made Blood Rain 2 because they were like, we need to.
Hey, I gave a special shout out on that show to U-Bowl, the wondrous magic of terribleness that is U-Bowl.
But
he could fill an entire list of everything he's ever touched, but I gave him credit for his worst tragedy was Fuck, it was the shooter game.
House of
where you're on the island. House of the Dead.
House of the Dead.
Yeah, it was House of the Dead.
Even that was better than Blood Rain. That's the worst part. Blood Rain had a whole thing behind it, and then he ignored all of that. Like he M. Night Shyamalan the game. Like, like we don't talk about.
Yeah, I got two more to read here. So for when we were discussing The Crow being a tragic masterpiece of Gothic noir, Yojo/S4B said that was a garbage movie. Now, were you referring to us bringing, when we were in the same discussion discussing the new one? You didn't clarify this. Because if you're calling the Brenlee one garbage, that's some fighting words right there.
If you're calling that, I have to send you my address where we can meet for mutual combat. Because
introduction to Texas.
And then the one of them I've got to bring up here real quick. Give me just a second here. Well, I won't say the person's name. I'm not going to give you a shout out to your name. People can see it if they want to. So we were discussing CitizenCon, and the person basically just wrote scam game.
Oh yeah.
So my response to that is, and I'm going to say this lightly because I do game it. We all play it. We're getting 8-Ball to start playing it. What I view as constitute anytime someone calling a scam game is games like that one RPG that people funded 400 million and a demo never even dropped. Games that, like the day before, had millions of pre-orders, the most watch listed game in Steam history. And when it came out, it was unfucking playable. It was nothing of what they said. It was horrible. Games like Concord, where they spent $500 million for 8 years, and that's with the backing of the god-level company Sony. And it is an unplayable pile of dog shit that even the critics shat all over it. That they killed the entire story, the whole game a week later. It played for a week, and it was so bad, they scrapped it and shelved it into the vault. Those are scam games. For you to sit there and say
it's going to be a massive open world shooter and it's linear and you can only replay it.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Well, yeah. But nobody talking shit about Destiny. Destiny I did enjoy. Destiny and Destiny 2 got me through some hard times in my life. But you are right. It is never anything that what kept Destiny alive was for the longest time until they screwed the pooch on it. It had a great lore and a great story. So you were invested in the characters, invested in the world. Then they fucked it. And now that's just a fucking, grind your ass off to get the same gun you had prior to the last patch. I'm sorry, after the fourth time I got to fucking grind my ass off with the same fucking gun again, piss off. I'm not playing you no more. I have a life and a job, But back to what I was saying. Star Citizen, if you break it down, yes. Has $1 billion been spent? Yes. Has it been in development for 10 years? Yes. But that raises a question if you're calling a scam game. Have you ever just paid the $40 to try to play it? Or waited till they do a free fly event and download it for free and play it? It's like, I guarantee you, there is no other game like it out there that gives you the freedom of doing the amount of shit. You have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. In about to be 3 entire solar systems fully playable with no load screens, with fully rendered worlds that now are about to utilize an engine that the vegetation and life on that planet is going to evolve and grow how it fucking wants to grow. Not made by a developer, not placed there by an artist. Just literally life being life. And that was by a studio that started nothing. Again, comparison, Concord. $500 million, 8 years, unplayable dog shit. Backed by Sony. So it's not like it was a brand new studio. We got to start from the ground up. No, we got Sony bringing you people to Star Citizen. 10 years, billion. It's playable. It's expanding. Millions of people are playing it every fucking day and loving the hell out of it and talking the shit out of it too, because it is still glitchy. A little bit it will be. But built from the ground up of one guy in a fucking dream. Doesn't really seem like a scam. Just seems like a lot of promises not kept and time frames not matching what were promised, which is why, as developers in general, don't ever fucking promise anything.
Hey, as a diehard Arma 3 player, Star Citizen isn't that glitchy.
What game can hold on? There was
Comparatively.
a game.
It is at times. It just depends what you're doing.
There was a
But
game
thank
that
you
was
to all
out.
our new subscribers. We love you. We appreciate you. Why do we have 2 of those on there now?
Hold on.
Okay, that's better. Sorry about that, people. All right. So on that note, we're going to hop in. We've got our content creator spotlight. Let's get in. All right, so every episode we do a shout out to a content creator. Since people were a little late to the gate to give me their submissions, I decided to pick one. So one we've gone with today, I've been following for a long time. It's a channel by the name of Visual Venture. They do a lot of really very well executed short documentaries on subjects ranging from everything you can imagine to obscure to newsworthy that's in the news. Like if you scroll down here, some of his most recent ones will go to the videos so nothing starts and blows everybody's up. Terrifying cults, innocent cartoons with disturbing origins. That was fucking hilarious to watch because there are a few in there that I didn't even know. The Turtles, of course, I knew because I owned all the black and white bloody graphic comics that they should have stayed. But it's a really good channel if you want something to listen to while you're at work, something that you don't really need to watch, but will get all the information. He is very good at laying things down. Speaks very eloquently and very clearly. And what I really love is when it goes into some of the crazier topics, he stays as neutral as possible on them. I mean, sometimes, let's face it, depending what you're talking about, it may be a little hard to stay completely neutral in things. But definitely, if you want an interesting documentary channel to check out, I highly recommend check out Visual Venture. I do not think you will be disappointed. So on that note, before we hop into For the Lulz, which is our new segment of just bringing up funny shit that makes us laugh and slightly edgy and hopefully won't get us kicked off the stream. You never know, depending on YouTube. It's hard to tell what YouTube's going to be like. Yes, you can do it. No, fuck you, you can't. We're going to do a quick second. We've lost a few good people in the entertainment space over the last 2 weeks. So we just want to do a nice little memoriam for them. On that sombering note, I will say, being the oldest member of this panel, those are the people that are watching that are younger. Enjoy the people you like watching and enjoying what you do, because as you get to the point of my age, you start seeing them start dropping off way quicker. Like we went at the beginning of this year to maybe one person a month to now 5 in the space of 2 weeks. And this isn't even the full list. This is just like the most notable people I know people are going to know. Other people, like some other people, I mean, yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. So on that sad note, we're going to hop into some fun shit with a new segment we like to call For the Lulz. All right, for our first one, since Halloween's coming up, I had to. Yeah, I just had to throw that one in there.
I'm liking the blade memes.
The blade memes, yeah. For the next one, it's not. I got to figure out how to do this to where it's going to allow me to share multiple ones in a row instead of having to do this. Do a window here, do a window there, do a window here, do a window there. There you go, right there.
Yep.
Now we get into the. Well, I got one more that won't get us. Won't potentially get us in trouble. Here we go. The final ones I'll save for the last. There you go for all you Apple lovers. There's my rebuttal to your Apple phone.
the amount of Android jokes that we could probably get in trouble for, especially 18.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one right here.
How you fold an Android.
It's a little earlier for the Christmas ship, so I decided I'd do a take on Christmas, but the Halloween version. Let's see how many. I'm wondering if Walrus is going to get that one.
Oh wow!
I knew you would get. Okay, so you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for Critter on a Shitter.
Okay, I knew it was going to be something similar to that.
Which now you need. Now that is your homework. Go watch the movie.
There's a franchise you can remake. No, look, there's a franchise you could go ahead and take some time to go ahead and remake. Like since they want to bring stuff back and they want to remake certain things, like they're making childhood shit terrifying. Make Critters again.
Here you go.
So you're saying that Critters was the OG Labubu?
All right, Walrus, please tell me you get that reference.
No.
Let me actually look at it.
The sweater should tell you everything.
I love this. The dude.
Oh, you must have lied.
You have never seen The Big Lebowski, then, have you?
You must have
no,
lied.
I haven't. I did not.
That is the dude. The dude abides.
Yeah, no.
And then the final
one
one.
of the ones I didn't appreciate. I did not appreciate that movie, just like I didn't appreciate.
And our final one.
The name of it. I don't know. It'll come to me.
Ferris Bueller.
Oh, and that is for the lulz. All right, so for our first one, we're going to jump into your. Basically, Twitchcon just happened, and yeah, it woo, the amount of shit that just keeps coming out and out and out is beyond ridiculous at this point. So to start the show, it started off pretty much the very first day. This happens. To clarify for people that don't know, that is, I don't know why this idiot added that. All right. So most of the people that were set up to do TwitchCon, most of the female streamers who are, I guess, under contract with Twitch or Twitch affiliates, however their shit works, we're pretty much told that they have to do meet and greets. They're under contract. Now, Emmy Rue has a security guard that she loves, that she's used for a long time. He was banned from this TwitchCon because the former TwitchCon, what was he banned for? For grabbing a stalker's arm who was trying to get close to her and holding him till he was detained for the police to show up.
His job.
Yeah, for doing his job.
For doing his job.
Yeah. So the guy that just assaulted her, TwitchCon sits here and, the guy that pushed her away was her security guard again, too, not Twitch's. The guy with the head, everybody's talking shit about the guy with the blue hair. Guy with the blue hair was actually just the fan that was supposed to be walking up to meet and greet her. That guy, kind of cross over. And the lady that grabs her and takes her away is her manager. People speculate a lot of different shit when it happened. That's pretty much how that broke down. Twitch then releases a statement stating that he was apprehended, yada, 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 all their, spitting up the HR cum shot of the token wording to use. This was taken a few minutes after what just happened to her. That is the motherfucker that just did it, casually strolling out of the building and walking away. So go figure. They lied.
If you're going to force your talent to do meet and greets, which is fine, set it up in a way where there's a barrier, there's safety, and everything else and stuff like that. I've gone.
I worked security at these events. I worked private security for people that hired me, like Robert England, all these people. And we always had it. Even the Space Con I went to today, the meet and greet area was a tunnel, the curly line, and then a barrier, and then a velveted area, and you walked into the velvet area to see them, but they can't see the crowd, and the crowd can't see them. I stopped going to Twitchcon after I found out someone spiked my drink. Yeah, you and the other unknown numbers of people every single year that never get reported and get flushed under the rug. Yeah, dude, the level of assaults at Twitchcon is through the fucking roof, and they've known it forever. Hell, last year they had multiple assaults. They had a girl break her fucking back in their jank ass foam pit. I mean, the show is a shit show, and you want to know why? This gooning dipshit right here, Mr. I'm 61 and still want to think that I'm a 20-year-old Indiana Jones wannabe. And this is why. Listen to this. First of all, the dumb bitch that is interviewing him. I cannot stand this woman. I do not like journalists, period, except for really good ones, the fair ones, the right ones. This woman is a fucking hack. She's the one that when basically anytime Hasan does something bad, she's sitting there going, giving him the biggest puff piece on the fucking planet. Like, she's the one that y'all probably all seen online, the video of him going around talking about someone should do it crap. Referring to, pop our leader. And she's the one sitting next to him just giggling and laughing. There's an interview with her talking about how hot he is. Basically, it's an interview of her and a gay guy literally talking about how much they want to gobble that novel. It's just fucking pathetic. Especially, why would you want somebody who's literally got the smallest head on a fucking planet to a body ratio? And I'm talking about both heads, probably. That girl that broke her back was pregnant in order to have the spines. Yeah. Yeah, and I bet you she hasn't seen a dime from Twitch, and she probably never really will.
To prioritize safety, because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year.
Let me put it in first. What's with the fucking mask in 2025? That tells you everything about this idiot.
Well, what if she had the flu?
No, I think she's probably wearing it because the man to the left her is probably stinky as fuck. I mean, it is TwitchCon. There are a bunch of, sweaty ass we don't bathe for weeks on end because our lives evolve around a TV. So
I know everybody has their things about their political side about mask or whatever and stuff like that. I lived in Japan, so I don't mind seeing masks on people.
But that's Japan, and I understand that in Japan, America has not adapted that culture.
It hasn't.
And I guarantee you the reason she is doing it is solely because of the reason we would make fun of somebody for doing it.
Fair.
Because she is that person.
Fair, but I'm just saying, when I see people in masks,
she fits right in that category of when I showed that photo on the last stream with all four of us, where I was like, and you wonder why this video game failed, and we saw all four people sitting at that panel. It said everything.
All I'm saying is,
for anybody watching,
wearing masks.
If for anybody watching, at the end of the stream, I do add all of the links to everybody's videos that we use. I believe in giving credit where credit is due. So. But yeah, we're going to just listen to a second to hear this is what he had to say. This is the head of the fucking company.
Just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, the safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want, engaging with you and participating with you aren't. They basically don't bother me. Okay. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that, we
His
care deeply
reaction's
about
perfect.
securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there. This is just something we have to keep
I'm
working
reading what
on. I
my
think
lawyer told
everyone
me to say.
identifies our
What
tools in
ineptitude
terms of
word
trust and
salad is
safety
this
as
shit?
the leaders in.
He basically blamed the streamer and then tries to turn it on. You can regulate your community.
Right.
It's like,
No, he's like,
not in
why
live world. It's like, yeah, when you're streaming, you do,
Why-
but when they go to your event, it's your goddamn responsibility to vet these fucking
why do you
people.
have
Yeah,
these
especially
people?
whenever you're
Wait,
not
why do you
allowing
have these
their
people
body
showing up
cam.
to my con? Like,
I mean,
you
Yeah.
sold tickets. What if we could submit names of people that we're banning from coming to the place so that they can't buy tickets, that'd be one thing. Then that's a security measure that you can take, and that is a security measure that you can take that
Oh, yeah.
has nothing to do with real. I hate when people say
Well,
real world
this-
shit because
this gets even worse.
Oh,
So the majority of all the VTubers that showed up, Twitch staff threw away all the gifts the fans gave them. The only reason Iron Mouse kept hers is because she, I guess, I forgot who she's. I think she was at the G Fuel booth or Gamer Subs booth. One of the whoever is she has her thing with, her sponsorship with, a person there that she knew had all of her stuff. But the actual shit that the Twitch staff were supposed to disperse, put where they were supposed to, nope, all in the trash. Everything. And of course, that broke Mouse's heart because these are her friends. And of course, she always feels responsible because she's the one that brought these people in, a lot of these people into that world.
right.
Yeah, Entity, I was actually about to get that. So a few of the VTubers were forced to reveal their faces, not to Twitch staff, to verify it was them showing up. See, I can understand them showing up and be like, okay, are you this person, to the staff and be like, yes, okay, I'm going to be your guard. Here's this, here's that. All right, thank you. Put your mask on. We're ready to go. You good to go? Okay, let's go. No, they did it in front of the fucking fans. They doxed the goddamn VTuber in front of the fucking fans.
that was going to be my question. It was like, how did they get past this whole VTuber thing of where now you're showing up as
that shows that from top to bottom, this asshat has no fucking clue what he is doing with his own platform or his events. Nor does he give a shit. And we're going to get to that next. So, top of the security even more. 2 banned streamers. Neon is banned from being in Twitch because he's been banned from the platform too many times. He literally walked right up to the front door, told him he was a different streamer, which, by the way, Neon is a skinny little light-complected Indian kid. Told them he was a streamer who happens to be a 5-year older black streamer. And the dumbass not only gives him that guy's credentials, drives him to that guy's booth and lets him sit at it. Like, you don't even know your own people that are supposed to be at the panels and on the thing. You don't have a fucking tablet in front of you with everybody's pictures and credentials, because I don't know, every show I ever did, we did. Prior to tablets, we had the clipboards with the flip. You flip through the page. Oh, yeah, there you are. That's you. You're over here. No, you're not that person. Fuck off.
Yep.
Nothing. Then freaking Jack Gumby Boy douchebag Doherty literally walked through the back behind everybody and snuck right into the goddamn event and started harassing streamers.
You know what I find?
This is their shit show of a fucking security.
You know what I find funny about all of this? I'm listening to all of these problems that they had with this, right? I went to Windbloom, which is a small con, which is a small niche con it's not even that small, but it's a niche con for Star Rail, Hoyoverse, and fucking Genshin players, right? Yeah. I went to that, and I'm listening to the horror stories that they had with this, and I'm like, none of those problems existed at that con. Like,
no, and I've been to tons of other cons, and you don't hear these things. Nothing even close. I've been to cons that, I was about to actually mention that. Yeah. They literally will ban VTubers for the smallest thing, saying the wrong word or just a slip up, but nothing like major. Yet all the cam girls can get away with everything. There's a reason why, Entity. Dan Clancy gave it away. He was doing a live demonstration of a new function, and they used his phone to do the demonstration, and every fucking thing on his feed and photo was a bunch of girls with their tits out. He's the Goon King.
I mean, yes, but those also generate money.
Not as much as these VTubers. When you have 5,000 people subbing and watching a girl in a hot tub versus 60,000 watching Iron Mouse.
I'm not justifying what he's.
And yeah,
what he's
they did
doing
actually
with it.
show a live birth on fucking Twitch too, and that didn't get taken down.
Right.
What?
But yeah.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
Then again, I try to stay far away from Twitch, just in general.
I mean,
That's just the thing.
Twitch's whole the whole creation of Twitch came about because YouTube was going through its great purge of we don't want certain things on the air and this, that, and the other, and then
our wizard is famished.
Look at him! Look at him! He loves it.
He turned
Leave me
around.
alone. I didn't get dinner yet.
That's all right.
Here's the best part. Here's the best part. So we're all familiar with Peckerwood, aka Baby Oil Bin Laden the Piper Boy.
Yeah.
Now known as the Palpatine to the Dog Shocker. The next clip I'm going to show is a streamer who has been on Twitch for about 9 years. He is a veteran, and he confronts Clancy on the shit. And he doesn't say their names, but the two things he points out, one was said by Hasan, and one was said by his over-rotunded orbiter, Frogan. And this guy's answer says everything you need to know about not only Twitch as a platform as a whole, but where is it? This fucking D-bag himself. There we go. Get it a little bit bigger there.
Hello, Dan. I've been streaming on Twitch for 9 years. I've been a partner for a long time. But another thing that I am is I'm a U.S. veteran, served in the Army, deployed to Afghanistan. Veterans are a protected group on Twitch. So I was just wondering, I've heard comments about the United States deserve 9/11, PTSD, veterans deserve that. When are we going to start holding other streamers accountable for stuff like that, regardless of social status?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for your service. Thank you for the question. Really appreciate
exactly
and all that. And you use certain examples, and some of those examples led to enforcements, right?
So I'm going to pause there for a second. That's a fucking lie.
Led to what enforcement?
His initial response was the biggest PR pander, fuck you. The way he ended it and the look in his eyes said he didn't even want to say it. And anytime you're talking to somebody or somebody is reacting to what you're doing and every other sentence is that's their retarded brain trying to fabricate the fucking lie they're about to pump out their ass.
It's always a very tricky process because part of what we need to do is have a set of community guidelines, and we do have a team that works very hard.
You have TOS. You have guidelines. You choose not to enforce them on particular people.
Our platform. We're at a time where people sometimes can talk in hyperbole, right? Unfortunately.
Talking hyperbole.
Okay. What's hyperbole when you sit there and say America deserved 9/11, soldiers deserve PTSD? As 20 minutes later, you're baking a cake of the Twin Towers with rice mellow plane to go into it. Where's the hyperbole, Dan?
The Westboro Baptist Church did hyperbole. I guess.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Apparently, I guess that's not Juden during World War II was hyperbole.
The Hammerskin 88s. Everything they say is hyperbole.
Yeah.
Everything
David
comes up with is hyperbole.
And this happens on all sides of the political spectrum.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that whole thing. You can just see
great
it's
people.
dog shit.
There were good people on both sides.
Yeah, but at this time they didn't have to clit it to cut out everybody on both sides of that content. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I'm sorry. I will never be on Twitch. I despise that fucking platform. I'm starting to think that Hasan has some Diddy type dirt on Dan. No, he just makes some money, and Dan has openly admitted that's his favorite fucking streamer, that he watches him every day. that says kind of everything you
That
need to
said,
know,
though,
especially
I know that there's
jumping
some
into our, huh?
That said, though, as I'm looking at him, I know there's some Diddy shit.
Oh, well, but the Diddy shit's probably on Piker's end.
Well, actually, I take it back.
And if I had to guess, because the way Piker...
It's more Epstein shit, looking at him.
Well, Dan was already caught at the parties and everything with some girls with questionable ages for his 61. But I'm talking about Piker. When it comes to Piker, I'm pretty sure there's some Diddy-style parties. I'm pretty sure the guy gets a little freaky. And if you listen to the amount of language and stuff that he uses all the time, yeah, I'm thinking as much time as he spends lifting poles, he also plays with poles.
Well, and you can also
he accuses people of it way too much, and 90% of the time, the people that accuse people of it that much are self-projecting.
You can also see in the background all the other companies that are complacent in the activities that are going on.
Oh yeah, well, fucking Meta always has been.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh God. So the next part of the crazy day on Twitch.
And probably one of just the biggest topics in general, which is Hasan and his dog.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
All right. What are y'all's take on that? Was that a do-nail getting caught on the bed?
No.
Was that a vibration collar?
No.
Was that him just reprimanding the dog in its normal response?
Nope.
Yeah, I think it's him reprimanding the dog in its normal response, but the reprimand for the dog was unnecessary. Why is the dog...
Oh, hold on. No. We didn't see the right watch.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Now, here's my thing. When I first saw this, I didn't really give a shit if there's a collar, if there's no collar, if there's not. What got my attention was, who the fuck hears their dog yelp like that and doesn't at least go over and check on it, but instead starts berating it?
So as I heard that yelp, I'm figuring that's the way the dog barks anyway, because the dog's been reprimanded to the point where that
dog has never barked like that on stream ever.
No. But
now it happened recently again, and he muted it intentionally. Here's the kicker, though. Watch this.
Don't like that.
Closely. Watch his
anyway, though,
left shoulder.
Let's move on to the next subject. This is the one that is by far the biggest from yesterday, and probably one of just the biggest topics in general, which is Hasan and his dog.
Charlie.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence.
Watch his left arm.
Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Yeah, he definitely pressed something.
He did.
Video footage came up of a Christmas stream where he, I guess, had an overhearing because people could see them setting up the tree and shit.
Why is the dog?
They saw. Hold on, real quick. They saw on his table the remote. He instantly realizes the remote's in view and slides it out of view. And the best part about him sliding it out of view, he then looks at the upper head camera like this. That literally perfect moment for you to insert at that moment. He knew he fucked up. And then he lies about it. He says there never was a collar. It's a vibration collar only. It can't shock. Then it went to no collar. Then it went to do nail. The problem is this motherfucker can never tell the truth. And when he gets caught in a lie, all he had to do right there was go see the dog's okay, and the minute the chat started bringing up the collar, take it off and show him. He waited an entire fucking day.
So
my problem is, why is the dog trapped in the room with him while he's streaming? The dog doesn't.
And that's what my main problem was: is people started paying attention to it. The dog is literally told to stay on that bed for 4 to 6 hours at a time.
Yeah. That's bad, especially for that
large breeds. Large breed dogs are supposed, especially this dog's still in its right out its puppy stage. It should be out around, running around, building up its joints, building up its muscles, keeping them blocked up in a room like that, in a corner on a bed like that. Can you imagine the damage to their mental health?
You know the worst.
Let alone the physical health.
You know what the worst part about it is? I bet you the reason the dog got up was because it needs to go to the fucking bathroom, and he's more worried about the fucking
bathroom.
thing,
But there's been other videos where you can see the dog like look at him like, Martha, can I move? And it's licking its lips. Its water bowl is literally around the corner from him, but he won't let it move. So let's see. Let me speak to this a little bit more.
He didn't have the ability to go.
Jesus Christ!
Charlie had some pretty amazing takes on this. I'm
the
not gonna
absolute worst fucking place on the planet. Just a horrific.
I think it's pretty clear that the dog moving off of that spot is what's making Hasan annoyed at her. Now, I saw he mentioned place training. It seems like he reaches for something. Like he looks off screen and he extends his arm to something,
about place
and then
training,
shortly thereafter, the dog yelps in pain, and Hasan turns around and calls her a baby, and then tries to reassure the chat that she is spoiled, and then goes on to say that she's spoiled because his mother lets her, have free. Pretty much everyone I've seen online outside of Hasan and Hasan's community is all saying the same thing. That yes, it looks like the dog does touch its leg to that spot on the bed, but it doesn't look like it gets caught or anything. So it feels very unlikely that they're that way, aggressive about it. It just doesn't really make sense. So now, a bunch of super sleuths were diving in, really analyzing frame by frame. Apparently, Hasan has mentioned that she does have an air tag on her collar. People also saw a doohickey underneath the air tag right before the moment where she yelps, where there's a green blinking gadget there, a little.
Yeah, to pause real quick. Entity, yeah. So I don't have any videos because it would take a while to search all of them, and I don't know which ones we'd get strict for or not. There's a video of his old dog, the dog previous to this one, where he had the choke style collar or a potential one of these collars again on it so bad that all the fur, it was bleeding and down to the meat here.
Was it the internal spike collar?
Yes. And then he even shows the video of him grabbing the dog and yanking it by its tail, telling it, "You better stare, I'm going to effing kill you."
Why does the dog have to be
There's
there?
a lady a few days before this event that was in his room feeling the collar, and she even makes a comment going, "I think the collar's too tight. You're supposed to be able to get 2 fingers between the neck and the collar. I can't even get 1." And that's a woman saying that with her this woman had little bony fingers. And of course, when all this shit hit the fan, that woman comes back with good old Taylor Lorenz and changes her story. Everybody that has spoken against this asshat have gone back. Even Ludwig finally grew a spine for 2 fucking seconds, admitted it's a shot collar, only for earlier today to, retreat with Hasan's dick up his ass and crying and changing his fucking tune. And the main reason everybody does it is because his community is such psychopaths. They don't want the backlash from it. These people will dox them. These people will attack them. They will actually find them at their home and assault them because that's how psycho they are. And it's just fucking sad that they've allowed it. But right here, you can see, I'm going to point it out. That's an air tag, but that is not a normal, that is potentially a shock or a vibration unit.
So I used to have a dog that was part Chihuahua and would bark all the time. I had a vibrating collar that would, if he started barking too much, it would go off and vibrate on his neck. He did at one point, because he kept scratching at it, he got little red marks on his throat and stuff. So I took it off for a week and let him heal, and that worked out. But prior to him getting shocked, there was always a noise to let him know he's about to get his little vibration on his throat.
Yeah.
And that would give him a chance to shut up. That dog and a button, that's not a vibration. That is a shock collar. That is a straight shock.
Well, take a look at this.
Off of those. I think that's a pretty standard feature in a lot of shock collars, I think. So, you can just take the prongs off. And when you increase the brightness here, it does seem like there's definitely tape. I've seen this picture floated around a lot, and people believe that they have narrowed it down.
So someone actually took and made the the full-size schematics of these devices and overlaid them over the one he's holding. And the vibration collar is significantly smaller.
Yeah, the pins are...
So he lies, shows it on stream, but he hides it with all this tape. And then the best part is, all these people, run to his defense. Valkyrie sits there and He wouldn't use shock collar. He treats you dog. Uses the dumbest fucking thing anybody can ever say. I've never seen him do it. Said every woman that's ever been beaten by a man. All their friends have ever said that.
The easiest case for abuse for that dog for me is the fact that the dog has to be there, period. The dog shouldn't have to be there. Here's the best part.
Another streamer's wife in another being recorded at another people's place said it was a shock collar, that she's seen it. And that's Ludwig's girlfriend. And Sasha Gray, she would know a lot about, I guess, collars. She's had worn a few of them. I'm not going to go into it.
So we keep talking about the
Anyway, hold on. Sasha Gray goes in and says that this is not taped, that all of this shit. 2 other streamers said it's a doctored photo, yada, yada, yada. The best part about Gray's is she's all adamant. I've seen it. It's not a shock collar, yada, yada, yada. Clicks on the clip of XQC, QT Cinderella, whatever Ludwig's girlfriend is, admitting it's a shock collar, and with the minute she hears it, closes. I'm not going to watch that. Like, bitch, you just got caught by your own self. You self-owned yourself. But the best argument out of all this I've seen was this one right here. And this, I think, is going to hit exactly where you're going, 8-Ball, because it hit exactly what I'm thinking most of the time, if you take the collar out of the equation completely.
The why America. Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
So in this video, we see a famous influencer allegedly use a shock collar on his dog after laying there for about 4 hours as his backdrop. Okay, and for one, his credibility is already ruined because the first thing he did was lie about using a shock collar at all, as you can see here.
She didn't even have that collar on to begin with.
What? And the minute you lie, your credibility is gone. Everything you say from there on out, no one's gonna believe you. Then he admitted the dog was wearing the collar, but left out that it has the ability to both vibrate and shock.
It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it.
Not to mention this video of him hiding the remote on live stream so that people can't see him using it.
Watch this.
If you're not doing anything wrong, then why hide it? And if you're curious about...
Yeah, he cuts out the part where he looks up at the fucking camera and cell phone.
What kind of collar it is? Here's a good explanation.
This is the exact shock collar Hasan used. It even has the black tape just like his. This is the mini educator made by e-collar technologies. Go over here where the black tape is and peel that off, which is something he just added, by the way. There's little screws for prongs. And what you do is you take these prongs, and now it also has the ability to give stimulus or shock.
And if you want his solid reasoning as to why he's a shock collar, here it is.
Come over here to see what's up. She just wants to fucking...
She wants to walk?
Roam the house because she got to roam the house when I was gone.
Yeah, so he didn't want a large breed dog getting up or moving around after it had been in the same spot for about 4 hours, assuming because she makes a pretty backdrop. My thoughts are that it doesn't matter whether or not it was shock or vibration mode. This negative reinforcement or punishment causes enough stress and duress for the patient to yelp out loud and go back to its bed out of fear and submission, even if no physical damage was done. Thunder is harmless, but it can cause enough fear and stress for a pet to jump out of the window, cut itself, get hurt, or never be seen again. The point is, he was inappropriately punishing her for a normal dog behavior. The purpose of negative reinforcement or punishment is so that you immediately use it so that you can prevent an inappropriate behavior from your pet. Kaya had been laying down for several hours, and anybody would know after laying down for that long, blood supply decreases to that area of your body, joints tend to hurt more, so she needs to get up and move around, let alone just have some behavioral enrichment. So yes, this is animal abuse because Kaya was being punished only for moving around and her needs are being neglected.
It's the...
Yeah, I mean, I'll say
that's perfectly said.
That collar was very clearly being used incorrectly, right? I mean, this whole thing is really fucked up.
Well, the whole forcing her to be there like a prop is inappropriate to begin with.
I just wanted to focus on the collar, at least say my piece on it. Having had use with them in a proper scenario. In a proper scenario, they don't hurt the dog. They don't do anything to the level of what happened there, even at full tilt. So I highly suspect that it was modified to actually inflict harm.
And considering he owned one of those horrendous collars before it and the way he treated the previous dog. So I'm saying he has a pattern of behavior. It's just nobody caught on to it because his fans are idiots. And now he has more eyes on him that aren't fans, and they're catching all this shit. They're cataloging it. They're watching it.
Well, the other
But
thing
the
is
best,
too-
hold on real quick. This is the best own out of the whole Hasan situation. Let me get past
Hey
that.
guys, here we got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so let me show you this email. This is from the company that produces the shot caller, Educator Callers. They write, "Hi there. To me, that looks like a low to medium power RX090 receiver that comes with most of our units out the box. It looks like someone cut off the contact points and put tape over it to cover up any rough edges left, or cutting instead of replacing the contact points with a comfort pad. If you want to be sure exactly which receiver it is, you will need to remove the tape." And so there it is. The company has now
The company that made the fucking collar called him out. And then he switched the narrative to there was never that collar. So I'm saying the fucker is incapable of telling the truth because he's literally what he is. A pathological, narcissistic, bitch-ass little Nepo baby.
The man shouldn't have a dog.
He's never... Oh, no, he shouldn't have a dog. He shouldn't have a fucking platform either.
And
People
so-
like that should not be giving any type of advice or coaxing to anybody of a younger generation ever, because they have no experience other than their nepotism to fucking give out to the world. And the fact he is a pathological narcissist, because a pathological narcissist can never admit when they're wrong, ever.
What's even sadder, though, is you have things like the ethical treatment for animals and PETA, who are both in California there, basically just whitewashing it.
Because he totes the party line they love.
I know.
You got to remember,
So-
he's there. He is, by quote, their own party. Sadly, we're getting into politics real quick. They have said he's their Joe Rogan. He's the closest thing they have in their social media presence to that big of an audience. And
So-
PETA, yeah, you're right. They released a statement, but they literally glazed it as best as they could. And when all this new evidence finally came out, they've stayed radio silent about the whole fucking issue.
Yeah.
They, of all people, should have brought up, why the fuck is the dog there for 4 to 5 hours?
PETA's answer to the whole thing was a one-sentence statement that says positive reinforcement is a far more effective training method and doesn't betray our animal companions. Trust in us. That was their whole statement from PETA.
Yeah, which what he's doing is not positive reinforcement at all. It is the complete opposite. Oh my God, I think we have an actual special guest. Is Piker himself coming in? Oh no, it's just his chair as always. Hey, I think the chair gives better fucking commentary than him. The chair doesn't lie, and the chair's not, well, it might be full of shit. We can't see the seat. I mean, the guy
It really
loves shit so much he's probably stewing in it. So, all
It just
right,
doesn't-
that was my quick little jab to add to the show there. I had to kind of toss that in there. But yeah, it's just a mess of a situation. From the first time I saw it, the first thing that popped in my head was, like you, 8-Ball, take the collar out of the equation. There are a lot of other things here that are not right.
Right. It's mainly, why is the dog there? The dog, like, if you're using it as a backdrop, that's fine, because I've seen other influencers use their dog as a backdrop. There's a he's a red pill male influencer that I watched that I've seen use his dog, but his dog is there. It's less than an hour. And the dog sits there. The dog gets a treat. The dog gets to drink like water and stuff. The dog can move around as the dog wants to move around, but for the most part, the dog kind of sits where it wants to sit, and
Yeah.
it's an Aussie healer. So,
Yep, prime example of how a dog that loves his owner wants to be loved and be there. And the minute he's done, he gets the whole apartment to run around in.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
That's how sweet.
the best part about this whole thing is one of his subscribers, a 40-month subscriber, called him out. He's learning very quickly. You can literally have an entire community of people that are all fine with taking out human beings they don't like. But there are a good majority of even disgusting, ugly people that when you fuck with an animal, that's a line even they don't like or cross.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
So he crashes out. This is the best part. He crashes out. I couldn't find the clip because everybody I've seen using the clip, they're getting fucking his brigade is searching YouTube and copyright striking people, even though it's fair use. They're doing it because he literally goes off. He's like, "Fucking, I hate the left. I fucking hate socialism." He literally goes off on everybody in his crowd, every subject that he has fostered his community about, and all these people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said that." I'm like, no. You just heard the real Hasan. He crashed out to the level that he finally told the truth. He is, in my opinion, what I've always thought of. He's a fucking lying grifter. This whole champagne socialism, he knows it fucking sells. Everything he's feeding into his community, I don't think he believes or buys a lick of shit of it. And the mask came off for a few seconds.
That's a lot of influencers to me. I don't really hold it.
Yeah, that's the big majority of them. So since we've given enough time to Pecker Boy, or shall I say Limp Pecker Boy, considering all the meds he's on to keep his hair growing literally causes the worst ED on the planet. All right, the Hollywood death toll. Hollywood is on its funeral march. Basically, in the last 6 months, 2 more studios have completely gone tits up. Warner Brothers is now so far in the red that they are up for sale.
Wow.
Yeah. So here's an article written by No Film School. I will try to scroll down as much as I can, but this I found very quickly. This site loves to go spamalicious on you about halfway down of buy our program, buy our program, buy our program. So 42,000 jobs. So
see ya, Entity.
Yep.
Yeah,
See ya, Entity.
the Bureau of Labor Statistics, around 100,000 people were employed in the Los Angeles County motion picture industry at the end of 2024. 2 years earlier, that figure was 142,000. That's 42,000 jobs, nearly a third of a workforce in just 24 months. WSJ's report paints a now faint picture. I'm not going to read most of this, so we'll kind of summarize it. So sales are down 22% since the last quarter, which were down before in that quarter. They've seen a 58.4% decline in everything in the last 3 years. The only thing to hit the box office this year that actually turned a legit documented profit was the horrible live action of Lilo and Stitch. And before we get into it, I will state to the people that love it, we are not knocking the entire movie. We are talking the fact that they took the whole point of family Hana being everything out of the equation. They modernized it for
abandon your family and go to college.
Yeah, exactly. So they go into television production. If y'all want the big statistics, basically check out this article. It's pretty enlightening. I mean, basically the writer's strike fucked them even more. The strike that they had did not help them. It hurt them irreparably. What was that entity? I'm gonna head out and get some sleep and get rid of this. Oh, headache. Sorry, you're getting a headache. You got a headache, man. Get some rest. We'll catch you next time. Appreciate you always hopping in, man. So yeah, they're basically bleeding money. Everything that they have pumped a ton of movie. And so this is the West one. Unemployment in film and TV hit 16.1% in June 2024. Writer Morgan Evans told on TikTok that figure was worse than half as bad as the Great Depression era.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are hurting. They are bleeding. They are laying people off. Like we would be here all night if I was to bring up every story of every production studio and everything I came across that are just laying off people left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. So yeah, Hollywood is in dog shit shape because places like Netflix and Amazon are kicking their ass. They really are.
So I have a friend of mine, and she works in Hollywood. Shout out to Penny. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard for them to get jobs. Even working on those shows, even working on the Amazon shows, even working on the Netflix shows, even working on the studio out of Georgia.
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah.
You know, the Maid in Georgia. They're making a lot more movies and stuff like that, and they're comparing it. If you look at it, they're comparing it back to the late '60s, early '70s, when they were doing a lot of blaxploitation. When blaxploitation movies saved Hollywood, because Hollywood movies had gone downhill again. Like this isn't a new thing that Hollywood's seeing. This is some shit Hollywood's been through before.
Well, they've been through it before, but not on the scale of the fact that these movies are costing four times what they used to.
Well, yeah.
Think
but,
about
I mean,
it.
you got to
okay.
take the
Say you had.
economy
Well,
back
hold on
to
real
where
quick.
it was.
Think of this. 10 years ago, prior to the Me Too movement, if you had a adult scene or adult-oriented style scene in a movie, it was literally done between the two actors and their people met. What are okay? What's not okay? What do you feel comfortable? The director, I want to film it like this. All the specifics were done out. Now, for that same scene, you have to have anywhere from 5 to 10 intimacy coordinators alone on set.
Yeah, but
they then have their own assistants on set. Literally, I was talking to somebody that worked in a friend of ours works in. He's a rigger. And he said I literally asked him, I go, what has changed so much? Why is it costing so much? And he even told me. He goes, because the unions have forced it to where you literally have 50 people on a fucking set standing around jerking off, getting paid, not doing shit. Because they're required by the union to be there. And he's like, that used to not be that way.
Yes, but also then you have to also look at the culture of Hollywood back then too. You did for every studio that had the correct coordination where it was like, okay, the two actors met up and they coordinated the scene and the director said okay and stuff like that. You had things where the director was like, nah, I want this to be more racy, let's do this, and the actors had to comply. You had scenes where there was no oversight and actors were actively assaulted on film and stayed quiet because they got paid for it. You have to eliminate
what I'm getting is that is a small little thing. We're talking on the scale of everything. There are jobs that don't need to be there. There are replacements. So when you've got a budget, you've literally got a $300 million budget. $100 million of that is wasted on shit that would have never fucking been there. That doesn't need to be there. There are things that do, like you're saying, that make sense to be there. But there's a lot of fucking blow.
I focused on that one thing, but there's a whole lot of other stuff that are on set that didn't used to be on set. You used to have weapons coordinators that were on set that used to be cops and stuff like that. Then they took them off set because it saved money. Then in the strike in the early 90s, they were put back on set for safety reasons. So then what you had was people trying to cut corners to make it so that the safety coordinator.
A lot of good with Baldwin it did having them back on set.
Actually, that's the point that I'm making. That happened a lot. That's one of the reasons Brandon Lee isn't here.
Yeah. Well, I'm also just saying on the Baldwin case, it doesn't look too good when the lead actor doesn't want to take a gun safety course and then someone gets popped.
Well, see, and for that is what it is. It is what it is because he's used to being on set with guns being irresponsible because there's supposed
I look at it this way. I am not going to miss Hollywood when they go because a lot of the best things I've seen recently were made by indie studios not affiliated with Hollywood because they didn't want to pay all the fucking shit that being a Hollywood film has to.
If you go back pre 2015 YouTube when they were letting directors and stuff when what's his name Jimmy Wong and all them were coming out doing
you had Jimmy Wong, you had Peter McKinnon, you had Casey Neistat, the guys that were putting big production value stuff.
Those guys were working with airsoft guns and everything else, and you see them doing it now in Hollywood with a budget. But those guys were working with airsoft guns and like $100 budget, and they were putting up some pretty good shit. So
most people don't even know James.
Those guys helped invent the CGI technology for shot effects because they couldn't afford squibs. They didn't have pyro licenses.
Yeah, James Bond's gun from the very beginning has always been a BB gun.
Yeah.
His Walter's been a BB gun since day one.
Oh, I forgot. So real quick, one of the rumor we skipped in the news and I totally spaced out on it. So the two rumors are the first one that came across through Screen, whatever it is. So take this with a grain of salt. They're trying to say it's going to be Bane again. But that was disproved later literally the other day now, because the director of Batman, the Batman 2, Matt Reeves, came forward and basically, I'm not going to misquote it. Let me bring this up here real quick.
It's going to have to be somebody like Calendar Man or something like that. Like they're going to have to do
I think these people are correct where they're going. He said, during an interview, director Matt Reeves teased key details about the main villain for the Batman 2, stating the character has never really been done in a movie before and has a personal connection to Bruce Wayne's past. So that said,
so the Court of
fan
Owls?
theory, well, the Court of Owls would be the orchestrator of what's going on. But if we're going to go into a villain that's never been done on film for Batman ever, but has a direct history to Batman and his past, it'd be Hush. And Hush goes right along with the Court of Owls. If they do that, I'm all for it, because now we're talking about a villain who's not paranormal.
Okay.
We're talking like they did with the first film, making the Penguin, and making the Riddler more of a twisted psycho. Hush would fit in perfectly. The Court of Owls would fit in perfectly, because now you've got the old world money power play using another psycho to be their tool.
You know what? I'm sitting here because I've seen all the animated stuff. Like I've seen the different animated stuff, and I'm like, so when you say Hush, I'm like, Hush has been on movies, and then I'm thinking to myself, he's probably talking about live action movies when he says never been.
Yeah, it's never been done on film. Like the closest they ever got is Gotham showed the Court of Owls, but that was it. They didn't really go into it because it was right around the spiraling end of the history of the show, because they took so long to do the Ra's al Ghul arc that they did. Court of Owls kind of was right at the end where they didn't know if they were going to get renewed again. So
they're gonna have to balls. Look. I'm gonna put it like this: Hollywood, especially if you're gonna be doing Batman, you're gonna have to balls up and do another Joker, and you're gonna have to tell that actor, don't try to copy Heath Ledger.
They already have it.
Try to.
They already have him, and he looked good.
No. I say that.
Was it Brian Coogan, right?
I say that because they had Jared Leto come out, and they had Jared Leto do his version of the Joker, and they shot all over it and then took it off screen so that you couldn't see it. I get people's opinions on it.
After Tron Ares, I am so done with Leto. They need to just put him out to pasture.
No. That he's been done since Suicide Squad. Like
his literally acting, I've gotten it down now. He must be like holding back in Taco Bell while he's filming, because he literally has that permanent, I'm releasing a silent one during every scene.
He's had shit after shit. He had Suicide Squad, which was trash. Then he had Morbius, which was trash. He did 2 art house indie films that I liked, but for the most part, it's trash.
I would say ever since 2010, everything he's done is meh. Everything Leto has done since 2010 has been meh. Before that, he did some pretty good roles back then. But that's also when he was like really onto drugs and onto the whole. He was not sucked into the Hollywood machine yet. But now he's just the same thing over and over again. And Tron Ares was horrible. Like why they didn't continue the legacy storyline? They had the perfect continuation.
That's not his fault. That is not his fault. That is
no. It's not. But what's his fault is not fighting for a better script, and what he was given playing it the way he played it.
He's not even the star, really. Like he's a major part in the movie, but he's not.
No,
really
that's the point too. You market the whole movie with him, and then again, it's Tron Shi-Yu comes forward. His character has really no fucking relevance again.
Right.
Got to give her agency.
That's what I'm throwing out there. Like they show Jared Leto's face, but like it's not his fault. But anyway, skipping all that, because of the Jared Leto Joker and the way that they did things, and nobody, I know we true fans will talk about Gotham and we'll talk about Jeremy, but what I'm getting at is nobody's been brave enough to really do the Joker as the Joker outside of a Heath Ledger style Joker. In fact, the best Joker that I'd seen in a while was
Gotham.
No, was Momoa doing his villain character from fucking Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, but I don't care.
That was one of the best Joker performances.
But again, it wasn't Joker. That was going more into the camp Joker. The Joker of the comics was more close to what Jerome turned into after his brother gassed him.
Yeah, but
when he's wearing the suit and he's technical, he's methodical, he is vicious.
But that's
like he is a psycho, but he's also super intelligent.
And that's what.
And truthfully, hold on real quick. If they wanted to give Leto an amazing Joker to play, they should have given him the Joker 57 storyline that Monahan got to do when he stapled his face back on.
Face it.
Because that is the most psychotic the Joker has ever gotten. That's the Joker that even Harley Quinn was like, I don't want to be around this fucker anymore.
True, but if you're gonna do that Joker, I want the redhead kid to do it. Like I want
Monahan?
I wanted him to.
Yeah,
I want Monahan. I want Monahan to do it. Actually, fuck it.
Monahan literally gave us. Monahan is the only person in the world that gave us. He gave us Ledger Joker. He gave us Jack Nicholson Joker, and in the middle, he gave us fucking Mark Hamill Joker. He did all of them.
Mark Hamill Joker to me is still the best Joker.
Yep.
It is.
Mark Hamill has the best voice for the Joker.
No, I mean
the portrayal of the character
was overall.
You're not wrong. I'm not.
I agree with you.
Okay.
These things.
Well, hold on real
I'm
quick.
saying
Let's
no
just
studios being
pause
brave
it real
enough
quick.
to just bring him back to the screen.
Okay. Quick question.
We got the Riddler as we got the Riddler as the Batman Joker. I'm sorry, we got the Riddler as the Batman villain for the first Batman series that Robert Pattinson was doing.
All right, hold on. Shark, I gotta ask this, and then I gotta ask Walrus the same thing. Which Mark Hamill Joker are you referring to? Because oddly enough, one of the best portrayals of the Joker wasn't even done by Mark Hamill in the cartoons. It was actually, I forget the actor that did it, the voice, but it was in The Dark Knight Returns.
No.
Which oddly enough, Batman was voiced by Peter Weller, and he actually did a pretty good job.
I would have to go back and rewatch it just to get it back in my mind.
Because the reason I asked that is I enjoyed Mark Hamill in. All right, who's ever doing that sound effect? Please quit it. It's overdone. It's getting annoying at this point.
What?
Somebody has a fart sound, and it's either one of you actually farting or it's
that wasn't a fart sound. That
was
my
okay.
mic. I put my mic back down. My fault.
Wow, that's an odd sound for a mic re-engaging.
Wow. It has.
Was the mic made by Taco Bell?
It was.
Okay.
It has.
So
the actual
this is what I was going to say.
So are you talking about Troy Baker?
Did he do the voice in The Dark Knight Returns?
I'm pretty sure he was.
It was not his voice. It was the portrayal of they wrote it. Because you got to remember, in The Dark Knight Returns, the Batman has been out of commission for, I think, about 20 years in that book. It's been a long time since I've read it. And the Joker is literally in Arkham. He's in a catatonic state, not because he's catatonic. It's because without the Batman, he had no purpose. And the minute the Batman resurfaces, he snaps back too. And the way Frank Miller wrote that character was just so viciously perfect for the Joker. But back again to Hamill. I always thought the cartoon, the animated series, is amazing just because it was amazing. It was perfectly done. Perfect stories, perfect animation, perfect voice acting. It led to everything we had after it. But where Hamill actually gives you the perfect Joker is the Arkham games. Especially Arkham Knight.
Yes. I will say yes to that.
I got someone. Where did you go? I got my fuzzy trying to get attention, but I don't know where she went.
Yeah.
Oh,
she was on the chair.
Yeah. There you go. Over there, be in the darkness.
Right about the time 8-Ball was just letting one rip, your cat was walking on the chair, and I was like, "Man, it's got to be the cat. Got to blame it."
All you hear is,
"I am the darkness."
Your TV voice mod. Okay, so go back to let's hop into the next one, which is with Hollywood singing its Funeral Bell March. Sadly, it looks like Xbox ain't too far from it either. So to get game, first we start with the Game Pass debacle, upping the price, removing some games, not giving you the same shit, downgrading things. That's not a good start. And then you look at 2025 in review. The 2025 in review has seen 18 games get completely scrapped from Xbox. These are games that were in development that were almost done. That is not a good sign when a platform literally kills the products to keep it going.
Football Manager 25. What the? Nope.
It doesn't matter. It's not a matter if the games are going to be good. It's the fact that they spent the money on it. It would be better to release with some level of return than take full financial loss, because you can only claim so many of these at the end for taxes. After that, you're in a full loss. But we're talking, there's some stupid ones, like the football one, but this one, Transformers Reactive, actually, I had a lot of people talking about it when it dropped at the Game Awards. Like, it had a general amount, and it looked really fucking good, but they scrap it. The game, here's the biggest travesty, the game everybody had been wanting forever, a new Titanfall.
Yeah,
that's one of the titles that made Xbox, and they scrap it. Kingdom Hearts. How can you kill a Kingdom Hearts game?
They were doing another Kingdom Hearts game?
Exactly. We're not talking, not all these are dumb fucking, like, yeah, Battle Aces, nobody really, these are new things. Black Panther, but that's because they didn't want to do the voicing and Prime Marvel rights. Minecraft style things. An updated Perfect Dark.
Oh, I love that damn game. That was like
exactly.
That game was so ahead of its time. But
they had their big version, Everwild, that they were toting up for 2 years of how this was going to be, the next big fucking open world.
Yeah.
2 more games from the Dying Light creators. Update of Contraband. Oh no, Contraband's that stupid one. Never mind. That one deserved to die. We won't even talk about that one.
No, you're thinking.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like they had some massive fucking titles, and they scrap them. That is not a good sign.
I'll say a thing that it. I don't want to say it's killing the console wars. It's one of the things that's making the console war not the console war anymore. Was you had console specific games, so you had things like
read this one, 8-Ball. This one's going to make you even more pissed off at what they're doing. They raised the dev kits up by $2,000. They are pricing out to where indie developers don't have the money to even get the developer kit to make the game.
Oh no, but they're doing a whole lot of other stuff that's gonna fail. They're open. They were gonna open themselves up so that the next Xbox was stream compatible, so that you could download games from stream directly onto the Xbox. That was the plan that they had.
So you're running into an issue though. Is they're also starting to strip games from Game Pass. They're removing stuff like Ninja Gaiden. It's gone.
Yeah,
Ninja Gaiden is completely gone. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've got the whole thing. Borderlands 3 gone.
All right. So I gotta play it. I'm calling you. Here's what I think is happening to Xbox.
Watch them sell out.
Right now, I'm calling it right now. The final war of the console wars is going to be versus PlayStation versus Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying watch Nintendo.
The original 2 are going to be the battling last 2.
Xbox will be there, but it's going to be a streaming PC, or it's going to be a tablet style console. But
that's what I'm saying. They're doing everything actively to where they're going to end the console end of it.
And it sucks because I used to.
I do not foresee another Xbox console ever coming out. I foresee this all going to a cloud-based. This is going to be a cloud-based operating system.
Because they're moving over to stream. Everything's going to be PC because Microsoft owns it. And Microsoft is trying to push everything to Windows 11 because on the back end
they may not be going to Steam, because you got to remember there are still things like the thing that
They
replaces the Republic of Game.
They are going to Steam.
No.
They had whole plans on the next console being so that you could get games off of Steam. It was
They're going to have Steam They were working to Steam integration, but the reason I don't think they're going to fully go to Steam 100% is because you still have devices like the Ally from Asus ROG Ally, which is a mobile gaming platform that uses Linux-based software. You can download Steam and add games to it, but it does not function off of Steam. To truly have Steam 100%, you have to have the Valve device, which only has it. And we all know Microsoft is not going to give up 100% fucking control. They don't ever do that.
But that's the whole idea. Is they want to take over that entire market for themselves. They want to eliminate things like ROC.
Yeah, Valve is not going to give anybody a dent into that. Valve, I'm going to say right now, Valve is a fucking monopoly, and it is by definition of the law.
I mean, yeah,
a fucking monopoly.
But that goes into the other thing that ruined the
Microsoft is a monopoly.
It's going
but the only argument that you can have against Valve is that you can go to each individual developer's app for your computer and download the game and buy it through there if you wanted to. The only reason nobody does is because good luck getting all their fucking customer service to ever respond, and when they do, good luck if you ever fucking understand them.
True.
At least Valve, you get some asshole in Colorado, so at least you get to understand we're California.
Well, we're missing.
Unless you get the inevitable, my name is Jeff.
We're missing the other part of the console war anyway. They're making shit cross-compatible so you can play it with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's also that was the first funeral bell for Xbox was them and PlayStation not having exclusive titles. That was the whole point of having an Xbox was you had the one game that nobody else could fucking get unless they had the Xbox. Same with Sony. Remember, Sony's big thing when the PlayStation 2 came out was they had Destiny and nobody else did. It wasn't until 6 months later that it wasn't like 4 or 6 months later that Destiny finally came out on Xbox.
Xbox is going the way of I want to be able to do the things that PlayStation only users have, so they're going through Steam. That's their whole idea is to undercut PlayStation by going through Steam.
Yeah, I just think it's sad because out of all the consoles I ever have owned, the 360 got the most fucking use.
Yeah.
There were so many things on the 360 that I played all the fucking time that I literally, damn near ran the discs to the point where they didn't want to run right.
My Xbox One was hacked, so I had everything downloaded onto a hard drive on it.
I think it's a horrible idea for Steam to allow any of its games or I should say, for Steam to be kind of the parent going into each of these consoles, because you're going to have what happened to Arma 3. That they're going to make Arma Reforger, and they're going to strip everything that made that PC game great, awesome, and they're going to dumb it down and make it so that your console players can also get in there. I mean, you've got to gatekeep as fucked up as it sounds. You've got to gatekeep to be able to keep the player base that you built.
Even what they're building up, you look at the games that they're announcing and everything, there's nothing major coming. Like, there's some big titles in the sense that they look amazing coming out. But where are our big name continuations? Like, really, I'm sorry. After the shit they pulled with their TV shows and stuff, I am really not looking forward to the next Witcher game. Because I'm pretty sure we're not going to be really playing much. There's going to be no Geralt at all. It's going to be a Ciri game. I mean, they into that, but it's even the last one, it was kind of a switch back and forth. Truthfully, one game I've been wondering about: why the fuck have we not gotten another Red Dead? I still go on and play Red Dead Redemption 2. That is still one of the best games I've ever played.
I mean, and that's why you don't have another one because it's still alive.
Well, no, game developers used to be smart and start working on the next one before anything of the previous.
They don't do that now. Plus, that studio, does the studio for Red Dead still because it was? I remember the original Red Dead was Rockstar. Who was Red Dead 2?
No, I think Red Dead. Yeah, it's Rockstar Interactive.
Yeah, no, it's still Rockstar.
Okay, Rockstar. Yeah. Rockstar's been mostly focused on GTA.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's
that's going to be GTA is going to be either if they keep it to where 5 and 4 were, it's going to be fun. It's going to be enjoyable. But if they start going more leaning into the online part of 5, I'm not going to care for it.
Well, I
Look,
think
they
they
need,
are.
they need to lean into the online because there's a whole lot of shit that they need to regulate and change about the way it's played online so that it's actually enjoyable for everybody. One of the things about playing online with that was if you didn't start early, like if you come in a little later, or if you're not a fucking hacker, it's no fun. You're just basically getting killed every time you come in by mods. It's actually the same thing that happened to Red Dead, the first one when it went online and everybody had all the mods and stuff like that. So now every time you spawn, some dude with a horse in someplace far away is shooting at you with a rifle that definitely shouldn't hit you, killing you.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Out of all the games that they're talking about, all the sequels, all the continuations, there's only one I'm keeping an eye on, and that is Cyberpunk Orion.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Because of how well fucking Phantom Liberty ended the thing, in a sense. It showed you where they're going with Orion.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, I need to watch the anime. I haven't watched the anime yet.
Oh, you have?
Wait a minute, you have never seen Edge Runners?
I have
Holy
not watched
shit.
Edge Runners.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I watch that at least once a fucking month. It's that damn good.
See, I keep looking at it and I go, I'm going to
I
watch
almost
this.
wanna watch
And then
it
I
with you
watch
just to
something
watch
else.
The reactions. I need to see those reactions.
Oh, he's going to cry.
Yeah. We all cried. First 15 minutes in, we all cried.
Okay.
15 minutes in. I
Say
didn't
what?
cry 15 minutes.
Towards the last 15 minutes.
I mean, that one too.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, Walrus, when's the next weekend you're going to be like home and stuff like that?
What
Don't
are you
say
talking about?
next
He's
weekend.
home all the time.
I know, just don't say next weekend because I'm trying to get
He's
some-
housebroke.
Then not weekend.
Well, I'm trying to
pick a
get
fucking weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I'll
house
pick
poor.
a-
He's always
No,
at home.
Look, I'll pick a weekend, and then what I will do is I will come over and watch Edge Runners at your place.
Yeah, it's worth it.
So that way we can get on and look, and y'all can watch me react and everything else and stuff like that. And maybe
I mean, hell, we can
maybe
set
I
up
guess
the
we can
camera
barbecue.
and see the whole reaction to it.
Next weekend, if anybody's
Don't set up
Sunday.
audio.
Well,
Do
we
not
can
set up
scrub-
audio for
We
that.
can scrub some of that out.
Well, no, we can scrub out the background.
No.
Well, no, we
You
can put me on
cannot-
headset. We can put
you
me on
cannot-
headset where it's on.
You cannot show more than 1 minute of Edge Runners, and it will DRCM you, even if you flip the image, even if you mask the image.
We're not
And
going to
second,
show
if
any
you,
of it.
If
We're
you
gonna
listen, if you hear any of the music, the AI will kill it instantly.
We're gonna do it the same way they do Veterans React when veterans react
Headset
to
only.
stuff. Yeah, headset only. You'll see me watching, and we'll cut it every what? We'll do like 5-minute intervals of me.
Well, basically, you
reacting to
record it,
something.
and then we edit it, and then we show
Yes.
it. It's not going to be
That's
a
what I'm
live.
saying. We're not doing it
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
saying
that's-
right now, we can
That's it.
show
We'll do it
certain
live.
we can show certain we can show certain things, but you cannot play any of the music at all.
Bitch!
No,
Yeah, that they
No,
will
I
strike
figured
that
that.
shit fast. They're very very bitchy about that.
next Sunday, if y'all are available, I'm trying to go up to Texas paintball. So if y'all want to do,
maybe.
I'm just saying if y'all want to do that, that's next Sunday. I got to go up there anyway because I got to take.
The first?
It would be
the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it'd be
I'll
the
be
second.
I'll be in DFW because I have an anniversary on the 3rd.
Oh yeah, you got married.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got married and you have a wife now.
loser.
You have
Speaking of
somebody
that,
who
I get
loves you and
Yeah.
misses you.
Yeah. Time to hop into our last little bit before we just go to the free for all fuck around. We got some trailer. All right, so let me see. I want to flip around with some of our setups and see
I
how
hope
it
this
looks.
is what I think it
Let's
is.
keep this. All right, so the first one we have coming up here, I only watched a few seconds into the trailer, but it's one of those that a lot of people are questioning. It's one of those shows that's going to make you question a lot. It's a weird one, and that is Pluribus.
Good morning, Carol. Is there anything we could do to cheer you up?
When you
This is like, God, she got old.
hold your head up high.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
We just want you to be happy.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly. What would you like to know?
How do I reverse all this?
And don't be afraid of the dark.
Rest assured, Carol, we will figure out what makes you different.
Figure it out. Why?
So you can join us.
What the
We would move heaven and earth to make you happy.
If I asked right now, would you give me a hand grenade?
Yes.
What about a bazooka?
Mm-hmm.
What about a tank?
Oh, sure.
Feel free to move about the cabin, Carol.
For once, I gotta say, a good trailer. It drags you in, yet you have no fucking clue what's really going on or where this is going.
Why is she a coach?
Why is she on the plane with only one fucking person?
say-
Why is it already showing a biological? Why is it showing half the world looking like it's gone? It's like there's
Why is she
so
sitting
many
right next to the
questions
ship?
here.
I will say that. Why are you sitting in the aisle? She's sitting in a fucking aisle seat, but that's
right.
That's not even the thing. I'm
Back.
like,
You
aisle
can't
seat's the
lean the
best.
chair back.
Yeah, you can't lean back.
You're right.
You got the shit smell right next to you.
You're right about the trailer as far as it does kind of suck you in with all the questions and stuff like that. But the questions, how do I put it? They aren't interesting questions to me.
Well, you got to remember, this is the first trailer.
I know.
But if you're
I gotta
doing
wait.
marketing the way they used to, the way it used to be good, we're not going to get any of that till the second or a little teaser trailer.
Then I need to wait.
I move around a
need
little
to-
bit. This goddamn seat, I got to replace this thing, man.
I
This
need to
thing's not
wait
comfortable
for the
shit.
teaser. I need to wait for the teaser or the second trailer to actually garner my interest in watching it. Now, at this point, my interest in watching it is because we've talked about it, and I have this dysfunction where it's like I don't like talking about things that I haven't seen, or I haven't, like when we talk about games, I don't like talking about games that I haven't played or played games
But
like.
that is
or-
also a part of good marketing. It is meant to solicit sharing, talking, getting that drive to exactly hit people like me that are like, all right, I want to know what the fuck is going on with this. It's the inquisitive. I got to know now, even if it ends up sucking. I at least want the questions I have answered. Then you hit the person that you got the other person that thinks they've already got it figured out and they want to go to know they're right. And then you got people like you just said, who are other people now talked about it. Now, God damn it, I'm going to keep thinking about it because it's been brought up in a conversation.
Well,
they're ticking all the boxes of how to get people locked in. And most of the trailers we've watched, sadly, since we've been doing this show, don't do that.
No,
we
they
watch
give too-
it, we're
they
either
give too
like,
much
all right, I
away.
already know what's going to happen, or we see it and we're like, yeah, I have no
We
idea.
watched the Tron trailer and we know exactly what happened in that.
They give too much away because they're trying.
No, we
to
did.
make sure
We
that you
thought it
go
had a
see
little monochrome of, the Tron trailer at least gave you a little bit of hope because it looked good.
Most
Then I wanted my life all the time for my life back watching it.
We'll get you a giant Jared Leto poster so you can have it.
Oh, fuck that.
You know what? No. I'll say this.
You know, airsoft target.
Ever since my so-called life, I've been a Jared Leto fan. I'm still a Jared Leto fan, and I do know that he's had some
I
straight up
have
just
liked
bum-ass
things.
movies.
I liked
But-
things he have been in, but I have never been
Yeah.
what I would say is a fan.
Oh no, I've
It's
been
one
a
of those
fan
that if I see his
for
name, I'd be
years.
like, "Oh, Jared Leto." No, I'm just like, okay, it's either gonna be gonna be good, or gonna be he gonna suck dick real quick.
He's like the new Nicolas Cage. Like the
I've-
when you
okay,
see
don't
him in
No,
a
no,
movie-
no, 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 no.
Don't put that
Nobody
disrespect on
disses the
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage. Don't you disrespect the Cage like that?
Nick Cage gets respect solely for before the man even got into acting.
Nicolas
He hid.
Cage is a man of
He
absolute
well, no.
class.
Think about it. Think about it. He is the only person I can think of in Hollywood history that had a last name that would have warranted every door opening,
Mr.
and he chose to
Coppola.
get rid of it and go by Nick Cage. So
Cage,
nobody
'cause
would
I
know
like
that
vid-
his
'cause I
last
like-
name is actually Coppola, as in Francis Ford Coppola.
I do. I also know why he picked Cage because Luke Cage is one of his
Cage.
favorite comic books.
Yep. And that kind of says everything about it. Cage is one
You
of
know
those
what?
actors that he is phenomenally
He
great
was
or phenomenally
Superman.
bad, and I don't think it's Cage. I think it's who's directing him. And if you want proof of that, go see a movie called Pig.
We've talked about it before.
I didn't like Pig.
Yeah. I did because it showed a restraint level of Cage that I didn't even know
what's
he's
the-
capable of. The
No,
one that
a
another
movie
good one
where-
that shows
a movie
his
that he
acting
does where he
talent.
has no line. He doesn't do any lines in the entire movie. It's where
Oh,
the Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing, but it's not Five
yeah,
Nights at
yeah,
Freddy's.
yeah. I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
That's
Didn't we
one of
talk
his
about
best
it
movies.
the other week?
Okay, another good movie of Nick Cage, technically playing Nick Cage perfectly, was the one with Pedro Pascal, Massive Talent, The Burden of Massive Talent.
Yes, but
has he done some bad movies? Yes, but it's
look,
one of those that
well, no.
sometimes his camp is the camp you need.
If you're gonna put that on him, like Bruce Willis, like the entire last 10 movies he did, and I understand the aphasia.
All
was
right,
kicking
come
in
on,
and everything
man.
else.
He did those literally for a paycheck and to try to do as much as he could before he could.
Listen, I understand. I want to make sure I have everything taken care of before this kicks in because I'm going to be disabled. I understand that, but you have to look at the quality of those movies. Like I watched those movies.
Oh no, they were fucking horrible. Even if he wasn't even in them, they were still horrible films.
Movies were bad.
And you don't hold that against Bruce Willis. What you should have done was like, okay, I understand you want to make all this shit, but you're telling me your motherfucking agent couldn't have found something better?
Well, I mean,
you can't tell me your agent couldn't say, "Hey, we saw your indie script. Bruce Willis wants to do it. Well, we can't afford him. He'll take a pay cut."
Dude,
and they would have been like, "Okay, no." Instead, they chalked him into the shit that wouldn't have even made the $1 for an entire week bin at Blockbuster back in the day.
I'm gonna say something. It's gonna be controversial as fuck. What they should have done was they should have made one more Die Hard movie, and they should have killed John McClane.
No, McClane should have died.
No,
I agree with you.
Make one more movie. Let John McClane die. See how well it does, and if you want to spin off of that with his son or anybody else,
honestly, the very last movie set up the premise that he could have died, and it would have been good because the guy helping him, he in a sense handed a torch in that movie.
That was his son.
But that's what I'm saying. They could have just ended it right there, and they didn't.
They could have had him marry Lulu.
Personally, I think Die Hard was left fine after the second one. They didn't need to do anymore.
Oh shit! Hey. No, redo the fifth. No, do a sequel to The Fifth Element and have him die. Corbin Dallas dies at the beginning of the sequel.
No,
just name it. Corbin Dallas must die.
I disagree. No, there should be no way or chance of tarnishing Fifth Element ever.
That's why you make a sequel, not a remake.
Standalone.
A sequel.
If you wanted if you want a sequel for Bruce Willis that would have worked because it wouldn't have required any physicality, do another Moonstruck.
Okay.
And all the actors in that were still alive too at the time. That they would have been perfect.
We'll bring it back full circle. You gotta give me a little bit of grace on the Nick Cage thing. My introduction to him as an actor was it was the one with the declaration on the back, National Treasure. There we go.
Those were
actually
not bad films.
I'm
not saying that it was a bad film, but
that was actually Cage being towed down. Cage did not cage in that film.
Gone in 60 Seconds is caging.
All right, hold
Yeah.
on, Mandela.
Wicker
effect for a
Man
moment.
is caging.
Yeah,
Not
yes.
the bees.
Not the bees.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry, I have to. What the fuck?
No, I said the wrong movie. It's not Moonstruck that I'm thinking about. It's
But no, Mandela. That is not the cover of Moonstruck. I
It
have
is not.
never in my life seen that cover. That is not the
dude. There was. I wish I'd saved it. There's another Mandela effect that came out recently. That the minute I saw it, even when the guy was talking, it's like I know damn well what he's talking about is what he's talking about, and they're saying it isn't now. It's bullshit. I'll have it by next show. I think I saved it in Instagram
you know what?
Reels.
We should do a segment on that.
Why did I
segment
switch
on
sides?
Mandela.
Well, I got one. There was a guy that posted posted a photo, and it is Sinbad as a genie on the cover.
Shazam. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
because he did
Yeah.
he did a movie where he was a genie.
But they were trying to say it never happened.
No, he
That's
did
one of the
that
Mandela
movie.
effects with it.
Because
And
he
I'm
did
sorry,
that
I
movie-
remember it
he
as
did that
I
movie 2
remember
years-
it as the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
Looney
he did that
Tunes.
movie 2
How
years.
do you
He
spell
did that
Looney
movie 2
Tunes?
years before Shazam.
Hold on, what now?
Looney Tunes. How do you spell Looney Tunes? From back in the day.
LOONEYTOONS.
Nope. They're saying it's TUNES.
No, it was TOONS.
Exactly.
Originally.
Yeah, because it was an abbreviation of cartoons.
Exactly, but they're trying to say it was TUNES.
There's
I was
a
like, well,
reason
that
why
makes
early
It
on
wasn't
when we were
Tunes.
doing
No, because
online
it didn't.
video
It wasn't.
games
It wasn't
on the computer.
TUNES until Tiny Toons.
no, because Tiny Toons was TOONS.
All right, I just remembered you by mentioning that. All right. All right. Everybody knows Yosemite Sam.
Wait,
right?
wait.
What is Yosemite Sam's most famous quote?
I'm the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest.
No. What's the other one?
I'm a
What
blaster.
incarnation?
What incarnation?
Incarnation. Yeah.
The Yosemite Sam Mandela effect is the widespread
Dadgummit,
false
too.
memory that Yosemite Sam's catchphrase was "What incarnation?" Many people incorrectly remember the phrase, and some sources are saying that it's supposed to be "What." No, it was "What incarnation" because that, like every kid of my generation, that's how we learned what the fuck the word tarnation was.
Nobody else said what incarnation except Yosemite Sam.
Foghorn Leghorn said tarnation,
What in talk?
but he
Did
said
he?
it different. Yes, he would say, "I say what? I said what intonation?" He said it too.
Yeah.
He said it too, but it was because those were both the Southern characters.
I was gonna say the only thing I ever
they were Southern vernaculars.
the only thing I ever remember out of Foghorn Leghorn was boy now I say now boy.
Well, the funny thing is, they're sitting there saying that his famous one was actually "What in the Sam Hill." It's like that would
No,
maybe every
he
once in
never-
a while, but not a major one.
No, I mean
So I'm going to prove this one to a point later because I do have a VHS. I just got to hook it up. I have some of the old ones still on VHS if they won't eat the tape, and I'm going to rewatch it because I am damn sure that came from him as well. Especially when he was facing off against the Tasmanian Devil. So, all right, let's hop to the next trailer. So we got finally our first look at Critical Role's The Mighty Nein.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm trying to.
That's
figure
on
out if they're
you.
gonna-
No, you were pulling it up earlier. I was waiting on you.
Just pull it up. It's good.
De Loxam beacon is een hooggeletjesrelic. This beacon is a weapon.
Some kind of arcane weapon has crossed our border. War is coming, and you're our only hope of stopping it.
You got the wrong people. We've got a homeless wizard, an inebriated goblin,
Bottoms up!
a shipwrecked sailor, a cocky ringmaster, a temperamental monk, and chaos incarnate.
Do you want to be my bitch?
Face it, we're nobodies. That's what makes you so dangerous. They'll never see you coming.
Time to put on a show!
Did you actually think you could escape your past? Shared purpose, shared pain, but mostly shared strength.
What do we do?
What we do best, make terrible choices.
I'm out.
This group is fucking wild.
We are the Mighty Nine.
But there's only 6 of you.
Yes, but 6 and 9 go so well together.
I'm sorry. That wizard is more of a oh God, what's the one I'm thinking of from DC?
You're thinking of Castlevania and Belmont. I already know.
No.
You mean a sorcerer?
The sorcerer from DC.
Doctor Strange?
No, DC.
I mean, DC.
You're talking about Constantine?
Doctor Fate?
No.
You've got Constantine, you got Doctor Fate.
That wizard is more
Constantine was not a sorcerer, he was a warlock.
Okay. But still, that wizard's more Constantine than freaking most of the Constantines they have out there.
Well, okay,
let's face it, it's way more of a wizard than what WOC just changed D&D wizards to be.
True.
If you're not familiar with
I summon magic wheelchair.
Hey, I don't care how big the
and
room is.
Fat Bull Dyke as protection.
What were you saying, James?
I was saying, if you're not familiar with Critical Role as far as them actually streaming their campaigns and stuff like that, so you've never seen it, you're not really familiar with it. These are the best introductions to it because when they did Legend of Vox Machina, watch Legend of Vox Machina. I know I'm talking to the ether at this point. Watch Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah, they're already working on the 3rd season.
What I'm looking for is I'm looking to see if they're going to do the Mighty Nine premiere the same way they did season 2's premiere for Vox Machina. They did a limited theater release in the Regal Cinemas, so you could actually go watch it. It was like the first 3. It was the first 3 episodes. It was the first 3 episodes, and it was in the theater.
If it turned a crowd and it built momentum and it made them money, they're going to do it because Amazon. Let's face it, anything that'll make them money, they'll do it.
It did.
Except for when they get into vanity projects like Rings of Power,
Wheel of Time.
Oh, geez.
Oh man, I was so disappointed in Wheel of Time. I wanted that to work so bad.
And I didn't care
about it. If you've read the books, you want it to work, but
yeah, I know it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Rings of Power was disrespectful to me.
Yeah,
and it's not over yet. That's the sad. That's the
I
worst
thought they
part.
can't. No, I thought they were going to silently shelve it because they weren't going to.
From the last I heard, the rumor mill is maybe truncating the final 2 seasons together or something. There's so much that's spinning around. Let's just put it this way: they spent a ton of money. They contracted out to make 5 seasons. They're going to try to squeeze as much little dime out of it as they can, however they can.
They have lost way more money than they could ever make back, even if
it's a vanity project for the owner of the company.
He's the one who shelved it. He's the one who actually looked at it and said, "What the fuck?"
Well, he should have been saying "what the fuck" before they ever even made it.
I would say.
I'm sorry. I'm this emotional about it because you had the. I'm this emotional about it because you had the Expanse. You had the Expanse on your thing, and then you come out and just bullshit. Oh, go. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting.
Well, you got to remember, the Expanse was not them. The Expanse was originally sci-fi, and then sci-fi couldn't financially continue it. and then
then
they took it
Amazon
over.
bought it, and then Amazon did the
Exactly,
rest
but
of
the
them.
fundamentals, the hard ordeal of actually making the ships, the universe, the world, that had already been done for them. Rings of Power was them having control from beginning to end.
Trash.
You know what would
Now,
have been really
on
sweet?
another note, if you really are looking for an amazing sci-fi right now, honestly, I think one of the best ones out there when it comes to just weird oddity shows is Netflix's Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, Black Mirror.
And if you have not watched the episode called Eulogy with Paul Giamatti, watch it. If that episode does not, in a sense, hit you in the gut, get you emotional, it's a hell of a fucking episode. And on that note, we've got this one came across my feed. I haven't heard much about it. It's called Altered. And it's with the guy that played Draco Malfoy.
Oh, he's coming back?
And it looks interesting.
His father heard of this.
What is this?
I think I got an idea.
Hell yeah!
Okay, so we messed up. But the world didn't end. We rebuilt it better. For some. The genetics. Genetically improved humans that live like kings. Then there's the specials. Although there's nothing special about us.
Proposition 42 enables genetic enhancements for everyone.
Fix my suit! I'll pick you triple!
Deal.
Triple free! We don't go to the genetic district.
Trust me. It'll be in. Out. Boom.
Pause it real quick. All right, already, because I had not watched this. I'm watching this right with you guys, too. I am getting Brave New World meets Gattaca. What were you going to say, James?
Oh, I was gonna say I was getting the boys. What is it? The spinoff, the Team V or whatever, and then
Gen V.
What was it? I was getting Gen V vibes, and then I can't remember what the movie was, but you remember that movie they made, the darker movie a few years back, where it was a world full of people with superpowers, and then you had people who didn't have superpowers.
Oh, are you talking? What was
like
that?
Super High School or something like that?
Was that Sense 8?
Sense 8. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got that, but I'm curious to see like what's going to make or break is going to be the direct if they do some hell of a turn. Because if it is just this all the way through, go ahead and hit it again.
With him being the crippled guy fixing stuff, I'm getting Strange Days vibes. If anybody remembers that movie.
Oh, dude, Strange Days is an amazing movie.
All right, here we go.
Today's attack by the extremist anti-genetic squad is the bloodiest so far.
They're trying to frame the specials.
Well, we gotta do something then.
Let her go! He's the one behind all of this.
We've cracked the enigma of human evolution.
Question is, what are we gonna do about it?
We're gonna fight.
Bring it! They want you to think that you're useless, worthless. It's not true!
It's evolution and you can't stop it.
Okay, I'm going to have to research who wrote this just because there's something about the twist. There's something in there that's bothering me, and I don't know what.
You don't think it's going to be straightforward?
No, not about straightforward. There's a real world allegory in there. I'm just trying to figure out, I'll know by who wrote it, which direction they're trying to spin.
I think it's
because part of that kind of looks like a we're definitely going with the usual fuck the elites motif, But at the same note, now we're going, fuck the tech bros. So which tech bro are we trying to basically stick the middle finger to in this? Kind of like, you know, how many movies recently have had Trump and Elon allegories. I'm kind of wondering, depending who wrote this, what direction are they trying to go here? There's something about that trailer got in my gut that there's something underlying there. What's the underlying message here?
You remember that Justin Timberlake movie that came out where the time was the currency or whatever? Yeah,
In Time.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Limitless.
Yeah.
It was
it's called In Time.
In Time.
Yeah, you think I'd remember a movie where Amanda Seyfried actually looked hotter than hell?
All I'm saying is it's
and badass chargers everywhere, badass challengers everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that mixed with Elysium.
Yeah,
I think it was.
It seems like they're grabbing from a lot of things. It looks like they're grabbing from Elysium. They're grabbing the Genic part from Gattaca. They're definitely grabbing the whole world destroyed, rebuilt future from A Brave New World. Like they're grabbing from a lot of things. It's just like I'm saying. I'm curious to see where is the underlying point going to go.
I'm interested to see.
I'll give it a watch.
Oh God, what was the main actor's name? I'm interested to see how
Tom
he plays
Fulton.
that. Yeah, I'm interested to see how he plays it, because I mean everybody sees him as Harry Potter.
Well, all of them will inevitably always be seen that. It's how you break the mold out of it. I think the only person that instantly broke out of the Harry Potter mold was Radcliffe, in a sense that he started taking roles that most people, after leaving a franchise like that, would not have touched, like literally going onto a Broadway show where you're naked through the whole damn thing. I mean,
you had that. You had what was the one where he was dead?
Oh yeah, the one. Yeah, you had the one with him and Elijah Wood where he was dead.
You had the one where he had guns for hands.
That was good. Well, that was most recently. That was Gunzaki Kimbo. But one of the most odder ones that he actually did that I actually own and I actually enjoy is called Horns. None of y'all seen it, have y'all?
No.
Check Daniel Radcliffe Horns. It's actually a pretty weird movie. Kind of that gives you, the way it was filmed and the way it was done, it gives you kind of Donnie Darko vibes. But that's all I can say, else it ruins it. Huh? He's not a satyr. He's not a satyr. I'm not saying anymore. It ruins it. So quit trying to guess. Just watch the goddamn thing.
Do your homework.
It's one of those movies that if you give too much, it fucks it. All right, so the last one we got is actually a game trailer. Oddly enough, after we shit on an entire console for pooping to bed, now we're actually gonna watch a game trailer.
I'm actually mad about that because now I have to buy a PlayStation 5, and I didn't want to buy a PlayStation 5. I wanted to stay with Xbox.
I'm not buying a fucking PlayStation 5. Fuck that shit. I'm emulating this shit on my PC. Fuck that shit.
You play PC games. I play console games, and I want to be able
You
to play
can
console
play it
games.
like a console. It's called, a magical little connection off the graphics card called an HDMI. It's on the back of every TV.
I mean, like, I like playing Madden, and I like playing some
and
of the
you can emulate them on
games.
PC.
I don't want to emulate. I want to.
There is nothing PC cannot do. Once we build you a good one, you'll
Welcome, citizen. Are you ready to do your part? Join the fight in Starship Troopers Extermination, the only 16-player tactical co-op shooter that makes you a proud member of the United Citizen Federation.
I thought they already released this.
On the front lines, you'll engage in intense combat, strategic construction, resource management, and all-important squad-based tactics. To carry out your missions, you'll wield authentic, Deep Space Vanguard-issued weaponry. Perfect for roasting, blasting, or spraying 200 rounds per minute at our greatest enemy, the Bug. These ugly, hive-minded monstrosities want one thing.
Yeah, this game that we're seeing here, there may be another Troopers. This might be maybe an expansion or a whole new game. But this only dropped on IGN 2 days ago.
I thought they'd already released this because when they were still talking about Helldivers, they had released a Star Troopers game that was also a first-person shooter. They had an old one that existed a long time ago.
This is
But then-
Extermination, right?
Yeah.
So Extermination was released in 2024.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Then
saying.
why
Like,
the
I was
fuck
like,
then why the fuck is IGN showing this goddamn shit 2 days ago?
I don't know, man, but maybe they put an expansion on it. But I'm like, I was like, as it was playing, I was like, they
Wait a
already
minute, this came
released.
out. How the fuck did I not hear
They
about
already
it?
released this.
Ah, God damn it!
I was like, they'd already released this game, dude, because I'm like, I've seen this before. It must be another one, but I've seen this because they released one because it was in direct competition with the
Was this an
Warhammer
indie
game.
studio?
Wait, with the Warhammer game that came out and with fucking Helldivers.
Was this an indie studio? Because that's the only way to see this being so bad.
I mean, we don't have to womp it because it's a good game. It's just not new.
Yeah.
It came out for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Yeah.
Huh.
In 2024.
There was another game that I had come across. For some reason, it did not save the trailer. And it was a new one. It was one that hasn't even been released yet because this was from the developer. And it was the first gameplay footage. And it was almost close to that extraction shooter one that we had.
Oh, I know what you're
that we
talking
watched
about.
before.
They just did a beta the other weekend.
Yeah, it has a weird fucking name to it.
Oh gosh,
What the fucking Drunkenstein 3D?
I'll pull it up. I gotta find it real quick.
Do we want to check out Drunkenstein 3D?
That sounds fun.
No.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Just sounds like
Hold on.
badly animated Wolfenstein.
That's exactly what it is.
I don't know. We'll see. Considering I fucked the pooch on the other one, I gotta fill it with.
Don't make me laugh.
Here are some of the things you can do in Darkenstein 3D. Kill Vermocht scum. Throw a rat. Eat pie and drink beer. Go nuts with a flamethrower.
Okay, so what you're telling me is you literally just recreated Wolfenstein and added that you could drink a beer
in a bar.
In a lighter version of Duke Nukem giving you the voiceover while you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact
What
that
was
the
that?
rats don't explode is a problem for me.
Yeah, for real. they should spread Ebola.
Well, no, because y'all remember
Oh.
the Brits did have a plan where they were
Monkey D. Luffy. Every dream has a price. Let's see if you're ready to pay yours.
We are ready. Do you?
We are close. I can feel it.
What is that? Are those giants?
Look at this place. It's awesome.
Every bounty hunter out there has got their eyes on us now.
You're sailing a path no man ever returned from.
A giant. Do you help us cross this land?
Pirates, bounty hunters, Marines, they all want to stop us. But I don't care. I'll find the One Piece, and I'll be king of the pirates.
I didn't even know they had dropped that.
I do need to watch One Piece, the live action. I've watched the live action.
Well, they're about to get into the part where you get, so many more elaborate characters, so much. Now it's going to really push the boundaries of the CGI and the stuff they used in the first one worked, But now you're getting to the characters that's going to be like, all right, how far is this going to up your fucking budget through the goddamn roof? Because now you're getting this stuff that you're not going to be able to do practical effects and make it look that good. It's just beyond the scope of what that can do. I mean, I wish it. Look, I enjoyed the first season. I actually liked it better than I thought I was going to. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I enjoyed that everybody's going to.
We know my thoughts on it. I won't bring it back up for the sensibilities of those that watch the originals.
Well, we got to have one pound on the panel that has no taste.
That's mean. That is mean.
Oh.
All right, I will take it back in the sense of you. It's not that you do not have taste. You have not expanded your palate far enough. We have many years from where you are.
Okay. Question.
Yeah,
I will give you the benefit of doubt for lack of years. It's a nice way to put it.
Okay.
I'm just differently cultured.
Child.
No, I'm sad to say if we actually gave you a list to watch that will like make your life better, we wouldn't see you for probably about 2 years. Just because the list is that long.
Oh, it's long. And I'd hate about 3/4 of it.
You know what I enjoyed?
We do have to give you like a list of like some quintessential, because we need to just like start jotting down when we do bring up stuff, the stuff that you haven't seen, just to kind of give you a little bit of a tick mark of, all right, this would be one to see, because there's a lot we do talk about that kind of would be pointless for you to watch just because it was a time and era of if you were a kid or a teenager at that time. Yeah, and now it would be you would not enjoy it because the references in it are not pertinent anymore. It's not that they wouldn't make sense, it's they would not hit the same.
Yeah, the impact.
Every scary movie after 3.
Yeah. God, those are horrible. Can't believe they're trying to make another one.
But the first 2 scary movies are easy to watch, and you can still like laugh at them.
Hold on.
And then
what? Goonies 2 is in development?
Yeah.
I see. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. All you social media companies out there, fuck your goddamn AI, fuck your fucking algorithms, because half of the shit I want to see, I'm not seeing anymore, and half the shit you're pushing me is shit I've never even fucking looked up or give a fuck about.
I had no clue. I literally just put.
And from a marketing perspective, sell me the shit I want to buy, not the shit that makes me block, because then you don't make any fucking money or get any of my time.
Look, I liked Alien Earth, but I've wanted new stuff as far as the Alien.
It was mid at best.
I see.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm not even arguing.
As well as those sets in the cinematography was, they could have tweaked a better fucking story, not literally just ripping off a dark. Literally from the first episode, they already told you where they were going. This is going to be a dark Peter Pan, and he's not Peter Pan. He's Hook.
Look, I like it because it was an original Alien story. It's not anything that they've already done. They have an entire plethora of things that they could do and put into the medium of actual live action shit that they haven't done.
Let me pose it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way. Hold on. I want your opinion on this. You cannot tell me that show would have been way better and you would not have jumped out of your seat cheering if in the scene in the boardroom when he throws his feet up on the table, Wutani didn't just pull out a blaster and blow his fucking head clean off.
I would have laughed.
Yeah, you would have laughed and enjoyed it.
Look,
because the Wutani we know in all the movies following is a corporation that would have just leveled his fucking prodigal country to the fucking ground and taken everything.
And honestly, I believe that's how the last episode should have gone instead of the way that it went. But that's not. But that's not what they're building to, because they're building to the woman in the dark. And I understand that. I understand that logic right there, because I read the comics and everything else. I'm an Aliens fan. I'm an Aliens and a Predator
for
fan.
that episode. You missed that. You missed us doing that episode.
You missed.
But I will tell you, I will
got
tell
less
you
than 24
that
hours notice to do homework, and I watched the entire
you watched the whole
season.
thing. So Ridley Scott did acknowledge that Aliens and Blade Runner are the same universe, same world.
Yeah, we've already known that.
Yeah, because the
Soldier,
synths. Well,
Soldiers
the
also
synths
in the
are
same
the
universe.
science. Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, you're saying like Yoda and ET are in the same universe.
All right. Well, let's put it this way: the only thing
I
that's
mean,
going to
technically-
save anything moving forward is I have high optimism and a little bit of hope, not a lot of hope, more optimism in Badlands.
Oh, understood. But what I was getting at was I'm one of those people who, like, if you're going to do the medium justice, if you're an actual respecter of the medium and everything else and stuff like that, I don't mind certain remakes. I wouldn't mind them doing a remake of Alien and Aliens if they just did them back to back, Peter Jackson style, and then they did the original treatment that they wanted to do for Alien 3 and just retconned it that way. I wouldn't mind that because I've seen it all, because I read it all. They would have to do it that way instead of trying to wait 4 and 5 years between fucking movies and between fucking shows and shit to put stuff out.
Yeah, no, I get that. I look at it this way: they do have a storyline if they wanted to use it, and that is give us the time frame of the fall of the colonists before Aliens.
Well, no, so you could do. So they have that. So written out. This is the exact way they have it. You have Alien 1. Then you have a book called Out of the Shadows. That came out. That's a direct sequel to that. It's Ellen Ripley in the life raft, and the AI for Ash is actually in the computer system for the life raft. So it keeps taking her to places where there are either sightings or attacks of the alien trying to get her infected.
Okay.
It's a literal sequel that explains why she drifted through the core systems and nobody had ever found her and stuff like that. And it goes into 2. There's a book called River of Pain where they basically wrote about the Marine garrison and Hadley's Hope that was already there and what happened after Carter Burke found out everything and called it in and everything else. It's a prequel where you get to see the Marines and how everything was going prior to, and then the message comes in from Burke, and then you get to watch the entire fall of Hadley's Hope right there. It's its own book. And then you can go either straight from that into Aliens and watch that. And then there's a book that takes place like 100 years past that, where they go back and revisit the planet that she got taken to in the book Out of the Shadows. You could do those 3 with the correct Alien 3 treatment in there, and you have 5 movies that you can do. Or if you really want to do it correctly, which is the exact way you should fucking do it, you can do it as a limited series and you have those. If you want to do something brand new that nobody's seen, live action at all, you do Aliens Phalanx. That book is one of the greatest books that I've ever read or listened to, because I did the audiobook because I'm black.
Yeah.
They don't let me read.
Or swim.
Hey, I was in the Navy. I could swim.
Hey, that doesn't mean nothing.
Spoken. But what I'm saying is, if you listen to Aliens Phalanx, it is one of the best reimaginings of the alien universe that you have. If you want to do something different where you do a limited series too, you could do all of the book Bug Hunt, which is actually a compilation of stories put together in one. You could do all
that
of
would be
Bug
a good
Hunt
one.
as its own thing. And it's a prequel to Aliens, because it's literally going with that entire squad prior to Alien. Well, sorry, prior to Aliens. So you can do that. There's a lot of stuff of lore within the universe. There's a lot of stuff in the universe that if you just do it, you can do. And then the best part about it is you can do a lot of this shit. And if you're one of those social justice, I need to tell the story kind of person, you can do whatever representation you want to do in there because it's been since Lambert. Trans people have been in the universe. You've got bots in the universe. You've got all of these things that you can put in the universe any way you want to. Nobody cares because it doesn't affect it doesn't affect.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now because you missed the episode.
Okay.
So no big explanation because we are running on time now. And I know some people have to work tomorrow. So okay.
I want a 2-minute timer.
We'll do 2 of the lists from last show for you, and then next show we'll finish the list out for you that missed from the previous show.
Okay.
So to shotgun, top 5 worst films that were so bad or disturbing you'll never watch again.
Blood Rain 2. Shit. Survive the Day.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Surviving the Night.
Yeah, okay.
Boomerang and I can't think of a 5th one that's that bad. I'll probably be able to think of it.
It's interesting though that none of your lists have the gross out factor one, like the too disturbing.
No, because like a lot of those I like. I'm gonna watch. Oh, I will throw it. Human Centipede 2.
Okay, I figured that.
Oddly
my
enough,
my too disturbing was Serbian Film and Megan is Missing.
oddly enough, he
Yeah,
didn't
that is
choose
disturbing.
Airbender.
But I could watch those again. Like I can.
all
I can
3 of us
rewatch
did
those.
hit Airbender.
Well, that was out of so worse we
to-
never watch it again.
I refuse to acknowledge that as a movie that was ever made.
That's a good way to put it. Okay, and then we'll do the big one to final it out. Top 10 of all time, the ones you could watch again and again and again.
Oh, I'm gonna do 5 because I can't do. I like.
Okay.
There's a lot, but I'll do my top
All right,
5.
top 5.
My top 5: The Warriors, Aliens. I'm throwing 1 and 2 in there. The director's cut stuff.
Okay, we'll combine them. So count that as 1.
Yeah, the Alien series, Terminators.
Okay.
And then Brave Little Toaster.
Oh wow.
Childhood memories unlocked.
And fuck, I need a 5th one. It's weird being on the spot because I had time to make a list.
The clown fucked me up when I was younger.
Excalibur.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, that's a good one too. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Since you can only come up with 5, all right. Top 5 musicals to film. They had to have been a musical first, and then put on solo, film.
Oklahoma, Brigadoon. I guess I'll go with Les Mis.
Thank you.
Rent. I liked it.
That was on my list as well. Yeah. I had Les Mis and I had Rent. Can I throw in one there that you're probably going to agree with?
What?
Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
That was a musical before it was a film.
It was, but I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something controversial. It's mid to me.
I agree.
Rocky Horror is mid to me. I understand the fanfare.
Okay. Did you ever get to experience the midnight showings? That would be the question to follow.
Yes, I've been to the midnight because I've had girlfriends. I've dated women. But it's one of those things where the build up around it is fun, and everybody. But when I watch the movie, because my whole thing is this: I watch movies and I watch like I go to plays, I watch movies and everything else and stuff like that. So when I go see them,
Okay.
I'm looking at the actual. How was the story told? How was it constructed? Who did it? Blah 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 blah. I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm just saying it was mid to me. It's an okay musical. It's literally like High School Musical to me. Well, no, High School Musical.
Okay.
Everything past the first one sucks, but it's the original High School Musical to me. So it's like it's mid.
All right.
It's okay.
I got two for you to see what your thoughts on. Little Shop of Horrors.
I loved Little Shop of Horrors. I don't recommend it to everybody because I also read. Did you read the original play and treatment and stuff? How it's actually supposed to be?
Yeah.
So I don't include it because I feel like by giving it the I know they went back and redid the original ending, but the fact that they tried to give it that happy ending in the first place kind of bothered me.
Okay. You might have seen this. Neither of these two heathens had seen it. Well, maybe Shark. I don't know. Hedwig and the Angry Itch.
No.
God, I couldn't think of it. That's on my top 5. Did you see when
NPH playing it?
Yes.
Yeah, NPH. Yeah.
So James, okay,
Angry
honorable
Itch is
was
my machine. You don't understand. Angry Itch was my machine gun song. The entire time I was going through machine gun training, I would sing that shit.
So here's one though. It was my honorable mention was Sweeney Todd.
The original wasn't a musical.
See, and that's why I put it as a honorable mention because the original was a story that was a folk story moved to Broadway and then
moved to Broadway and then to film.
Yeah, that's the only reason I wouldn't count it. It's a great one, and let's face it, nothing's gonna arm you, not while I'm around.
All right, I got one for you. I got 4 under the top movies that were on mine that I'm curious to see your take on.
See, this is why I'm mad I missed the last one.
Mad Max.
The original or Beyond Thunderdome?
The original. Thunderdome's in there. It would be in the top 20 of my all times, but give credit where credit due. First one, Mad Max. Second movie would be out of the possibility would be Sin City.
I like the soundtrack to the two. The first one was really good because I read the comics.
Yeah. All right. What about Blade Runner?
It's good, but you have to really want.
Okay, but think. Okay, we're not talking top 10 of all time as in all time movies.
No. I'm just talking
about. You got to admit, Batty's monologue is one of the best ever done in film.
It is, and I recommend that monologue for anybody who wants to try out for acting or try doing voice acting or something like that. Like, take that monologue and make it your own and see how you do it. But it's one of those things where it's
let's see if Walrus wrote the one down he's supposed to watch.
No,
he has never seen SLC Punk.
Dude, you have to see that. The second
one, I did not tell him what happens because you can't. But I already told him that he'll know the scene that I can never watch again when it happens. All right, I guess we got a little bit. We got a little bit more time. So, all right,
I have now put.
Give us a top 5 most underrated.
SLC Punk's one of them. Let me see. The Warriors is definitely an underrated movie.
Yeah.
Because I don't think enough people really look at it. Let's see.
They've heard the clips from it. Half the time they don't know where they came from.
No.
Like everybody's heard the "Can You Dig It," but they don't know where the fuck it came from.
Colors.
Ooh, I didn't think about Colors.
Platoon.
Was Platoon underrated?
That's that was not underrated. That thing went up for awards, accolations.
Oh,
Platoon was not underrated.
Okay, so it's not so much that it's underrated. It's just when I talk about it, people look at me funny and stuff like that. I will say, Generation Kill is underrated, but that's a show. So
yeah, that was a show. You happy?
I just
Are you
rewatched
content?
that recently.
Are you content?
Your mustache hairs.
So one of the ones.
I'll let you out in a second.
So here's one of the ones that I think you'd be down for, James. Secondhand Lions.
I like the movie.
Dislike.
I have a racial problem with it.
I'm going to shotgun you these underrated and just nod, give a comment if you feel like it.
Gotcha.
13th Warrior.
But that goes on the top 10. That's one of the greatest movies ever fucking made. Greatest male movies ever made.
Soldier.
Good movie.
They Live.
I come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Damn, I'm all out of gum. Dread. It was the best Dredd film, Judge Dredd waiver. It was true Judge Dredd.
It was.
Okay.
But
Equilibrium.
you know what? There's a movie that went under the radar that didn't get the respect that it should have.
Yep. Got another one that falls under that. Ethan Hawke, Predestination. One of the best time loop movies ever made because it is literally true to what physicists theorize. If you did that you could create your own causality loop.
You know what? Thank you.
And hold on. I got one. This one you will know. I don't think Shark and Walrus ever saw this one. Velvet Goldmine.
Oh, yes. Heard that one. There's a movie that you helped me bring up by bringing up Ethan Hawke. Ravenous.
Ooh.
Ravenous is a highly underrated psychological thriller movie.
Yeah. Dude, a lot of what Ethan Hawke in his most recent years, in the last 10, falls under that category because he's not gotten picked to do anything that's been major theater. It's all been indie projects or low budget releases.
Well, even
all right, so I'm gonna shotgun you we'll do most movies nobody's ever heard of because this was a list that I just kind of shot out there for the guys.
I'm hoping it's stuff that I actually haven't heard of.
The City of Lost Children.
Oh no, I've heard of that, and that's actually really good.
Dark City.
Dark City's your first goth noir movie that nobody knows of.
Terry Gilliam's Brazil.
Okay, yeah.
Under the Skin.
Ooh, that's a good.
I gotta look that one up. I think I've heard
Viggo Mortensen's Crimes of the Future. It's a Cronenberg type movie.
No. I know which one you're talking about, but it's also making me think of what was the other one that he did? Eastern Promise was also
Eastern Promises. Yeah,
really good, highly underrated movie.
And then The Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
That's actually pretty good. But that also brings up, then if you're thinking about that one, that also brings up Time Bandits.
Yeah.
Well, same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terry Gilliam. All right, here's the one that neither Shark nor Walrus had ever heard of, and when they saw the amount of people that were in it, were like, holy shit. Southland Tales.
Yeah.
How haven't you seen that? Oh my God, The Rock, Justin Timberlake. Oh my fucking
God.
Dude,
the scene with Timberlake on the drugs singing All the Things That I Have Done is like the epicenter of the movie.
So let me ask you this, Wolf. Have you ever watched The Wood?
Which one?
The Wood.
Yes, I've seen that.
James knows what I'm talking about. That is an excellent movie that a lot of people don't know. Excuse me, let me rephrase this. A lot of white people don't know about The Wood.
Or Inkwell.
You're talking 1999, right?
Yep.
Wait a second, I got it.
I don't know a lot.
No, I think I've seen this, but I don't remember much of it. But I do think I've seen it. The minute I saw Omar Epps and Taye Diggs, I know I've seen them in a movie together. That's probably the only one they've ever been in together.
No, they've done a bunch of movies together.
Yeah, they've done a bunch of movies.
Well, no, I'm talking like around 99, around that exact time frame.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that was.
I'm trying to think. Incoming insurance.
Oh shit, New Jack City.
I can't verifiably say that. Hold on. I cannot for definite say if I've seen it or not. It rings bells. The pictures, like the picture of them wearing the fucking suits.
Well, yeah, because
But it might have been that I remember the trailer. That could be part
You might
of it.
also be thinking about.
But it's on
Best Man,
Netflix.
too.
It's on Netflix, so I definitely will. It's going on the list. All right, go shotgun the top worst that I came up with, because I have a feeling. Actually, Shark, didn't all of us have at least 2 of these in it?
We all had Airbender on there.
Yeah.
Again, I don't acknowledge that as anything that was ever laid to solenoid.
So, top 10 worst films: The Room,
Yes, it's a bad movie.
Jack and Jill.
One of Adam Sandler's worst fucking movies ever made.
Yeah.
Yes.
House of the Dead.
Yule Bowl, so anything that he did is bad.
It's Packed.
That wasn't that bad. It
was
wasn't
a horrible SNL. It was not a good enough SNL
It was
character
not
to ever warrant a
good.
movie.
It was not
Okay.
good. Well,
The Master of Disguise.
terrible
Come on.
fucking movie. That was actually
totally enough for the Turtle Club. That's all I got to say.
That's because you took a skit that wasn't good and then tried to make a
Exactly.
whole movie out of the skit that
And
wasn't
then we've got
fucking good.
Shama Pupalan's Bearbender that we have now canonized it. It never happened.
No, didn't happen.
Battlefield Earth.
That wasn't
I didn't
okay.
mind that.
It was okay.
All that
so
movie was a circle jerk for L. Ron Hubbard.
they
It was
fucked up.
John Travolta trying to get Zeta level approval.
Look, they fucked up a whole lot of shit with that movie, mainly because did you read
Uh,
it wasn't
let-
good.
let's say the worst that they did. Whatever dumbass cinematographer and director thought filming the entire thing in sepia tone was a good fucking
Yeah.
idea was an idiot.
I will say that bad decisions were made with that
Cats.
movie. Oh, should have never been made.
Yeah.
They should have just left it. They should
Here's
have
one
left
that's
it
going to
if they were
piss
gonna
you
do it like
off.
that.
Here's one that's going to piss you off. Catwoman.
Oh no, that was bad. Let's take The Crow, but we'll make it a black woman, and then we'll call it Catwoman. And then
Well, it's
go
funny
ahead
you
and-
mentioned The Crow because the next one on the list is The Crow 2024.
Well, everybody knows that that's a bad movie. Like even
And the
people
one
who
that
made
topped
it
my
do.
list, the biggest steaming pile of shit that should have never been made, Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah.
So
Green.
the one that
look,
I had that both of them disagreed with was Bright.
Bright wasn't a bad
Bright
movie.
was a good movie.
Right?
Exactly.
Oh no, listen. If they had done what they had actually intended to do with Bright would have been fucking great. Bright was not supposed to be a standalone movie. It was supposed to actively
be a series.
a Netflix series.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a whole lot of stuff in there that isn't answered. And then
what
the
led
end-
to a lot, what
and then the end
speculation
seems
that led to
rushed.
it not becoming a series was the fact that they didn't think they could afford Smith for an entire fucking
And he
series.
My
but
whole
he
problem
volunteered
with it
for
was Smith.
No, look, Will Smith's character. Will Smith said that he
that
wanted
movie
to do
is
it.
not bad because in that movie I was afraid he was going to be doing Bad Boys 2.0 and he didn't.
No, he's.
But
that
the
is the
effects
most
on that
belie-
movie
that
were
is the most
fucking
believable
gorgeous.
LAPD cop that I'm dead serious. That is the most believable LAPD black cop I've ever seen done on fucking screen, and this is having lived in LA and dealt with LAPD black cops.
Yeah,
I would have been okay with it being pretty much anybody except Will Smith. For whatever
What I
reason,
don't-
Will Smith in that movie
Well,
was a
What I
no-go.
don't like is they went.
going into that, I want to kind of spin you the disturbing so bad never watch again. So we already mentioned the first two, Serbian Film and Megan is Missing.
I'm going to put High Tension on that list, even though it's a movie that I personally would watch over and over again. Once you basically see the twist in the at the end of it, you technically can't watch it again because you know what's going to happen. But it's disturbing as fuck, and I love that movie.
Snow Woke, aka Zegler's Snow White.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream.
You can still rewatch that.
The scene with the mom in the refrigerator, I can't. Her going insane for some reason. It hits too close to home to people I know that have spiraled down that direction. So for me personally, I just can't do it. Morbius, because it's just fucking atrocious.
Like another movie that shouldn't have been made, and again, part of the Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Yep. We're gonna just call that the Leto-verse now.
Yeah.
It's horrible shit that should have never been made.
It's not his fault though. It's
yes,
not.
it is.
No,
everything when it comes to the level of your acting
you
falls on the
think about
actor.
the
If you get handed a shit script and you know it's shit script, stand your gun, don't do the shit script.
When you first of all, you've got to make money. Everybody does a shit script.
Leto don't need no more fucking money. He comes from Hollywood money.
Look at Arnold
you agree,
Schwarzenegger's
don't you?
Raw Deal. I'm saying this even though I like the movie because I like the movie.
Oh, you mean the shitty movie where he runs around using a calico like it's actually accurate and works?
I'm not.
Right, give me a sec. I gotta let her out.
That's perfect.
All right, I'm letting you out.
But you could watch Raw Deal. You could watch there's a bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies that came out that did. Oh, dude, watch the one where they had to dub his voice. What was it? Hercules in New York or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I forgot about that movie.
That movie is terrible.
Look, Hasan, I just did something you do. You let your pet out when they don't want to be here anymore.
Where is my pet? He's running around the
Jeff's
house.
already like, fuck you, I already went. The food ain't here. All right, the final one, and neither one of them had seen it. Hoping maybe you have. Gummo.
I have seen it. Have you seen Steel Dawn? Steel Dawn with Patrick Swayze.
Oh yes, that fucking movie. I can't remember if Shark saw it. I know Walrus saw it. To Wong Fu, thanks for everything. Not a Walrus, but an entertaining movie. An underrated movie that people dig more.
Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes play the ugliest women.
And John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
Well, John Leguizamo passes, but I'm saying all of them. It was hilarious to have all three of them playing those roles.
Ugliest women in the world, but John Leguizamo was definitely
made white chicks look hot.
Actually,
no, Leguizamo sadly fell right in there just as well as the dude in the Crying Game.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, you would not know.
Yeah. No, and I think he did that. Was that the one he did coming off of fucking Super Mario?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what saved his career was Wong Fu. It erased the stink of Mario Brothers.
Well, that one and the Air Force, the movie where he played the Navy SEAL on the plane. It was the Steven Seagal movie where Steven Seagal dies 8 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
Air Force. Okay. I want to say it's Air Force One. It's not Air Force One.
No, Air Force One was
that was Harrison Ford.
This
one was but same premise. It came out around. They all came out around the same time.
I'm seeing what it comes up with. Executive Decision.
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I remember right, I'd put London Has Fallen.
Well, that technically wasn't a Seagal film. That was actually a Russell film.
Yeah, Kurt Russell. He plays He plays the scientist who's supposed to be able to stop the bomb or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's not actually supposed to get on the plane. He's actually just supposed to go up to brief them, which is stupid. Because it's like, why is he even on the fucking plane?
Oh, give it a rest. It was the late 80s, early 90s.
First of all, The Rock was actually...
Plot holes were expected.
Fair. The Rock was actually a good movie, too.
Oh, I love The Rock.
No, The Rock's a great movie. The Rock is literally Sean Connery's goodbye as Bond.
Yeah.
I think they canonized.
Speaking of which, they announced too. They think there's going to be. I saw this and I forgot who the fuck it was.
That was supposed to be that black dude was supposed to move to Bond. The British.
No.
You talking about Idris Elba? Idris Elba was teased. No, Idris Elba was teased before the last movie was made, and basically he was supposed to play the role that the black chick played in the movie because then they were going to basically pass the torch to him. But then they went and said,
"Going to be Q."
Oh no, we have to make it a woman and it has to be this, that, and the other. And I'm like, women don't, I don't understand how they don't understand women, even though they can move around the world in certain places, with the climate that we have for clandestine things going on, women can't move in those circles. Not
okay,
freely.
so they were saying originally, like, the rumor was Tom Holland, and that got shot down very quickly.
He's too young.
Callum Turner was the one I was thinking of. You're right.
Who?
Callum Turner.
Who's that? Which guy? Which one is that?
He's one of the people they were trying to put as Bond from like Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for right now, the franchise's 29th film, the only thing that's been confirmed is it's being written by Stephen Knight, who wrote Peaky Blinders.
So that should be good. If they're not going to do an
That
origin
shows promise.
If they're not going to do an origin story, which I hope they don't do.
Well, I saw something like it popped up on my feed just the other day, and the guy, I didn't click on it, which was my stupid mistake, because when they showed the photo of the guy, I instantly was like, okay, I know I've seen him or something, but I couldn't fucking remember who the hell it was.
Somebody's saying that they were looking at Henry Cavill. Didn't he play a different character?
No.
No, he was in, you're thinking he was in the Mission Impossible films.
Yes, okay, that's it.
But no,
what the rumor you're thinking about is Dennis Villeneuve, who's a black actor. He has been seen into casting no, he's not.
Dennis Villeneuve is white as hell. He's like 58.
Right?
He's like old as hell. He's like,
and who the fuck are they showing the photo on this?
James Bond was supposed to be Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba.
Yeah.
He was the only
Hold on, I'm looking at this thing and what they're showing. Oh, dude, I gotta share this. This just shows how. This is what happens when you let AI make your goddamn stories. You make people like me look like shit. Right there. If it's about villain, if this is the guy that's supposed to be playing it, why the fuck put the photo of the goddamn author of the article in the goddamn photo for it? Put the photo of the motherfucker you're talking about.
Yeah, no.
No, the person they showed looked like maybe in his early to mid 30s. And like I said, I had seen him in something before, but I only glanced at it like rapidly and didn't click on it to find out where he's been. Let's see. Let me see if this actually says.
Yeah, Dennis Villeneuve is Canadian. I had to look.
Yeah. Well, this one was a bunch of word salad bullshit. All of these places do these ads and it makes it look like they actually say something, and then you just scroll long enough the article and realize there's not a single name mentioned. You're like, yeah, your article's bullshit.
You know what I think would be kind of a cool premise is if they were to take some of the older Bonds like Roland and Connery and have them train a new Bond.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say it doesn't work was because with Craig playing the Bond that dies, basically, they would have been moved on, because if the Daniel Craig's character, basically the way that they made it look, his character was brought back for the specific cases and shit that he was brought back for because it involved him directly, but he didn't qualify as Benicio del Toro told him in the one before that. He didn't pass his psychological or his physical evaluation or any of that. There's no way Connery's Bond's passing that. There's no way that fucking
No.
And in fact,
here we go.
No, because if you're playing it as their Bond, training another Bond.
No, they're older Bonds that
Connery
are giving.
Yeah. Okay. Pause real quick.
Connery's
All right,
Bond should be dead technically in the universe.
Okay, so according to an interview done recently on GQ, titled "Who Will Be the Next Bond?", according to Dennis Villeneuve and Stephen Knight, so Dennis Villeneuve is helping write and do the movie. So him and Stephen Knight are actually doing it. A relatively unknown Brit in their late 20s to early 30s will be the next Bond. They're not going for anybody knows, which I think is fucking smart.
Tom Hardy should have done it. Tom Hardy is one of my go-tos anyway. I need them to go. I need them to just go ahead and remake. Not remake. I need them to go ahead and just make Rock and Roller 2.
Dude, we've talked about that before. That's a movie that I don't understand why the hell fucking Guy Ritchie is sad on it. All the actors I know would do it in a heartbeat. They're in all his other fucking projects. So
right.
And it's the only movie that he led a potential, like literally said a sequel was coming.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it, don't pull a fucking like
So-
I'm all glad we're getting another Super Troopers, but whatever happened to my pot
Why are
fest?
Why are we getting another Super Troopers? Because unless you're basically redoing Super Troopers, leave it the fuck alone. You can't even.
I don't know.
You
Look,
can't
I
even do
thought,
the
I
comedy
thought Super
correctly
Troopers.
for
I
it.
thought Super Troopers 2 was funny enough. I mean, let's face it. Nothing is going to capture the first one. It was unique. It was funny, and most of us were pretty fucked up every time we watched it. So let's be honest.
Yes,
That's the
but
only reason the
you're
second one was not as funny because we were sober.
It's the same thing with
Yeah,
History
the first
of the.
one's not one to watch sober.
It's the same thing they did with Mel Brooks in History of the World. What is it? Part 1 or whatever.
Well, the problem, the reason with part 2 wasn't as good is because they didn't do it as a movie. They did it as that broken segmented series, and it just didn't work.
It wasn't. No, the broken segmented series was fine. The problem was none of the comedy was good because all of the comedy had to be PC'd into being correct comedy. You look at the first one, and you've got the whole Marie Antoinette.
I forgot that came that came out of the era that came out in, and yeah, it was the wrong political shift. So yeah, we were still in the whole "you can't say that or you're going to get your ass canceled" routine.
Right. So it's like you can. So fast forward, Super Troopers, another raunchy comedy. You can't do half of the shit you could do in that.
I don't know.
Plus,
Nowadays, who
those
knows?
characters are too old at this point, so it's like I don't want to watch them.
I'm going to laugh if we end up seeing it and we all just bust a gut laughing at it. I think
You might as well make grandma.
No, I have a feeling the only reason I'm doing it is I think this is going to be the Broken Lizard Troops' last hurrah. I really do.
And they should do, honestly, they should do something new. With
And don't you even tell me you're about to say a continuation. Grandma's Boy does not need no damn continuation.
No, I'm saying they might. I said they might as well do a Grandma's Boy too, since they're gonna just make shit.
Look,
I'm not
Grandma's
saying
never
Grandma's
dies,
Boy 1.
but he only
I am
gets
not
stoned
saying
once.
Grandma's Boy 1 was shit. I loved Grandma's Boy. I'm saying if you're going to make some complete absolute dog shit, you might as well make Grandma's Boy 2.
All right, I'll give you that. I get that. Well, we'll see. All right, gentlemen, what are y'all up to for the next 2 weeks? 8-Ball, start with you.
I'm going to be at Texas Paintball next weekend so that I can actually do some airsofting, which I haven't done in what seems like a fucking year. Other than that, you can catch me on Instagram. I'm going to start posting again. I've been in a depressive state, but I'm going to start posting again.
And you need to next show make sure you activate below your name, have your Instagram handle on there so people can find you.
Absolutely.
So, all right, Walrus, what do you got going?
Well, apparently we're going to Texas Paintball next weekend.
Well, 8-Ball's saying it's been a while since he played. Shit, last time I played was Shark's Bachelor Party.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and none of us have gone to Texas Paintball since it got destroyed.
Oh, yeah, since the flood.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see that. Besides that, no, just sitting down, working, watching TV in the theater. Good time.
What about you, Shark?
Anniversary stuff. I'm gonna take some time off work and go have a nice dinner, and yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Well, I'm basically just going to be keeping an eye on what to do for the next show, watching whatever shows come out. Got a few things that have started, so I'm curious to see where they go. So far, who knows? A few shows that are disappointing, some that are going to be better. Got a hell of a lot of new coffees to try. May eventually figure out a way that we can fuse the two, do a coffee and movie list. Who knows? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But been fun as always, gentlemen. We thank y'all for joining us. Please like, comment, subscribe below. Like I said, got the Discord link below. Feel free to join it. We'd love to hear from you. Love to got any ideas. Tell us what you think. If you got your own movie list you want to share, shit, we'll talk about it. We'll share it. But it's been a pleasure having you watch again. Again, we're glad that you were here. We will see you in 2 weeks again on Saturday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, stay caffeinated and opinionated. We'll catch you next time.